So we'll go into that when the wrap up.
Well,
or
here.
the previously.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, Kiane, what happened last time on the Slithering?
I'll tell you. So last time you guys went to the Colony Caravan House and faced ooze after nasty ooze, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. You found the journal of a guy named Albrin, who basically spelled out everything he commissioned to someone in the Ooze City, which I believe was called Nox, I'm drawing a blank, to commission, like, these magic stones that would just turn people to oozes once they touch them. Unfortunately, things probably went out of hand. You weren't able to find him, but you just found lots of oozes where he used to work. There's evidence of some group called the Aspis Consortium, who are up to no good. They're probably the ones behind it. After basically spelling everything out in his journal, exposition style, he left a clue at the end that said, Cursebreaker could be a problem? ? Not knowing what that meant, you guys went back to Abayone, let her know what the deal was. Social distancing, of course. And she remembered something about a curse breaker in an old abandoned building called the Archive of the Sun. And if you could perchance activate the statue or figure out how to activate it, then it would just cure the curse from the city and you'd save the day. You guys hung outside the city with Grishik so you wouldn't touch anyone, which is a very smart thing to do. You managed to get some shopping done before all that, and we now find ourselves at the Archive of the Sun. Which I'll just put you guys on.
I would love if the module wrote in a way to just fuck with the players that's like, if after finding out the stuff about the curse, they choose to stay in the city again and think to, like, stay at an inn and not touch anyone, they are awakened in the middle of the night by a roving band of people just poking them relentlessly while chanting, "We're the Sleepy Touchers!"
That is not the ending I thought that story was going to go.
Yep, so day 3 begins in the city of Kibwe. You guys manage to find your way to the Archive of the Sun. As you get there, it is sure old and abandoned and pretty crappy looking. You find yourselves basically at the front door. Is there anything you guys want to do before you go in?
Can you describe this building from the outside?
Describe the building from the outside.
Like
how
a
big
GM? Shit.
That is a sassy remark.
No, I'm joking.
Like you joke.
So you can tell. So this is like a temple. This is like a pretty decently sized building. Mm-hmm. You can only assume there's tons of rooms inside. It's made from the same stone as the walls and sort of like the ornamental pillars that are kind of dotted around all of these, statues that once protected the city. It looks like it's made from all the same stuff.
Cool.
You can tell that it used to be kind of bigger. Like, you can kind of, as you examine, you can sort of see like the framework of where most of it once stood, but a lot of it has just sort of like crumbled away, been removed, or something like that. So this is the short version is this is a very old, rundown temple. As you look around, you don't see any windows inside either. It's just like a solid chunk.
Okay, and as far as we can see, there's just the one entrance?
You can easily scout around. There's one entrance on the front. There's also one on the east side. There's a sort of smaller side door that leads inside that's still intact.
Well, how are we feeling with our previous experience in terms of whether we want to go front or side?
Well,
I mean, we haven't heard any reports about this being weird. I think front door should be fine, right?
I mean, we didn't really hear many reports about the warehouse being filled with a fire fudge or whatever that was.
But it was also a sketchy warehouse, you know what I mean?
That's
it
fair.
was a sketchy warehouse.
Yes, but this is an abandoned temple. Apparently, they only send guards here occasionally, so... I don't know. I'm just... My ooze senses are tingling,
Allie, are you too afraid to go through the front door?
He kicks open the front door.
Our handles!
All right.
Doesn't matter. Kicked open.
You do that. All
You
right.
better
let me,
hope this is a dead god, mister.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Let me reveal some stuff real quick on this map, which I should have done before, but I didn't.
Also, welcome Piff and your raid party of 7.
Oh,
Hello.
thank
Piff.
you.
Hi, Piff.
Oh
Thanks,
god,
Piff.
we're just in another dungeon immediately. All right, team, let's go.
As it does.
Honestly,
Jeez.
genuinely excited. I am terrified for our health.
I mean, everybody's doing all right except for
Well-
you know what? I might as well chug one of these potions
Sure, if you
right
want.
now.
Yeah, you guys are able to
Honestly-
rest. You got all your spells back. You're more or less back into a tip-top shape. If you went here immediately after the other one, you would have a bad time. But you rested, which is always a good idea if you're not.
I've got all my
starting for time.
spells back, and I'm brimming with arcane might.
That's right.
So I see we've got double doors here, a single door here, and then is this just a blank wall?
Yep. So that's just wall.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything in here, or is this just like an entrance way?
Looks like it's just an entranceway. Yeah, you have a single door to the west, and you have a double door to the east.
Detect magic.
The small doors are more likely to usually have the interesting things, don't you think?
That's where we
It's,
found.
maybe it's
Firefly.
more. Maybe it's like an office or something.
Difficult to speculate. However, I have to imagine that if, when we talked to Abayone before, she said that they sent guards here sometimes. Did she specify whether or not there were supposed to be guards here right now?
No. She said that it's part of their patrol. They check in maybe like once a week or so. It's this little building. There's usually maybe some like grifters or like just, more or less harmless people who might hang around sometimes, but there's no like
Kids
last
breaking
check.
into spray paint and smoke weed.
Yeah, but like
And-
like that kind of thing. Yeah.
And is there any sign that either of these sets of doors gets used more or less, or it's perhaps like trails of lack of dust that would indicate where people have or have not been recently?
Give me a perception check.
Here come the peepers.
The peepers.
The peepers.
They're not from around
They're not.
here.
They're not that good either.
Here, I will help.
Yeah, you guys can collectively
Yeah.
look around.
Oh, perception.
Wendy, my peeper in crime.
Yeah, Wendica got it.
Wendica. Yeah, you guys are able to look around. Wendica and Albrin, with your twin senses, you're both able to come to this conclusion relatively at the same time. Although Wendica is about 10 seconds before you. You can tell that this room or this door over here is a little dustier. Maybe it's not used as much. This one, however, has been used much more recently.
Likelihood of hoodlums or oozes higher to the east. So I say we check out this little side door first.
Agreed.
Okay.
I will use detect magic, of course, just in case we want to know that there is an invisible person in there, but not prepare for it in any way.
When you're done, you should not be in the front, I think.
I agree.
You detect magic on this room, this area in front of you, and nope, you don't detect anything.
Huh.
Just silence.
All right, Allie, it's our turn.
Yes, indeed.
Get in there, kids.
All right. He's not gonna bother with the old slowly crack the door open plan this time. He's just gonna open it very abruptly into this room.
All right, you do that. Hold on.
Here, let's pull.
I
Let's
sure hope there aren't force fields in here. Fuck!
Really? Oh man.
Yeah.
Because of dynamic gliding. Ciao.
I made it in somehow.
Ciao. All right, you guys get into this room.
You could tell me what's in there.
It's pretty bare, save for these two bedrolls. Looks like maybe someone has been sleeping here recently. The only other thing of note is this statue of this woman on the ground.
So the bedrolls do appear to have been disturbed or used recently, as opposed to, from ancient times.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to see if I can determine what that statue is of.
Okay. Give me, well, let's see. Give me a...
Probably religion, yeah.
Yeah, you
Maybe?
can give me religion, maybe. Give me society.
Okay.
Society!
Religion?
And while
bring you in
Tavin
here.
examines the statue,
All right.
with his laser eyes, Albrin's gonna paw through these sleeping bags to see if there's any belongings or any traces of the people who used them before.
I'm also
Alright, well-
gonna check the ceiling super quick, but yeah.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
So
probably
you
a
look at
good
the ceiling.
idea.
Thankfully, it's just a ceiling. Albert, you search through the bedrolls, and unfortunately, all you find is bedroll. No coins, no food, nothing of interest. Tavin, you look at this statue. It looks like, from what you can tell, it looks like somebody just sort of like shoved it over. It's a woman with a very disgusted look on her face. She doesn't look like any religious figure that you're aware of.
Wow, this room ended up actually being boring.
She is not a heretic, though she doesn't look happy.
Might this be that curse breaker? It seems a little off to the side for such a theoretically important statue, but on the other hand, we do know someone had an interest in destroying it or otherwise putting it out of commission.
I bet we can carry it to the front door and just kind of set it over there for whenever we're done.
I mean, we could probably just leave it here, quite frankly.
Yeah, if you wanna inspect the statue more, you can give me a perception check or whatever check you feel like makes
Sure,
sense.
the peepers! Okay, a little better
Peepers.
this time.
Ooh,
Albrin and Wendica, as you guys peeper at this statue of this lady with this awful looking face, this is like a weirdly realistic looking person statue. Like whoever crafted this or anything like that, like there's a lot of detail going on here. It's not just like a statue of a lady.
Am
do
I
you think this
able...
might be petrification?
Yeah, I was about to say, can I do an Arcana check to study that? One, if it was, like, magically created, or basically meaning, like, petrification, or it has the means to become magical. This might actually be the curse breaker.
Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check.
What does my 27 say about this probably a person?
27. 27's pretty good. With what Wendica said about petrification, you feel like that's very plausible. You're not 100% sure either way. There's no lingering magics in this room that would point towards that. But like, yeah, you've read in some books about how that works, and people normally look, awful once they're petrified because they're screaming as they turn to stone. So you think maybe there's some like merit to that theory, but you're not 100%.
It does beg the question, though, why there's only one in here. And also, with her hands at her sides, it implies that she did nothing.
She might have been asleep.
Looks like she possibly grimaced at whatever did this to her. She looks annoyed.
Oh,
She's just
don't
like,
you just hate it?
oh, really?
Petrification? How original.
Well, all the same, we should be exceedingly cautious.
Indeed.
Yes, I suppose we'd
That
best...
feels like foreshadowing to me. Let's jump
We'd
over.
best be ready to avert our eyes at a moment's notice. Let me just phase through this. There we go.
I'm always half.
I got you.
I'm always half ready to avert my gaze.
You know what? Get used to this for every door. Detect magic!
Oh, I thought you were referring to the squeezing ourselves through.
Oh, that is also true.
I mean, both are very possible.
Let's see. Yeah, you detect magic. You take like a minute to kind of feel the magic energies behind this door. Yeah, you detect some kind of magic on the other side of this door.
Am I able to focus in and determine what kind, at least?
Let's see. Yeah, you can tell that there's some evocation magic involved.
Ah, is it on the door itself or further in?
It's somewhere in the room, although it's hard to pinpoint out because it's such a small, like, thing.
Okay, there's a small amount of evocation, which is, for you folks, that's the boom stuff.
Duly noted. Well,
Okay.
if there's not also a full complement of oozes waiting for us, perhaps I will have a chance to investigate, see if there might be any sneaky traps in there. Ooh, Wendy, do you want to do the double door twin spin?
Oh, do I?
I imagine they like get back to back and put one hand on each door and then just like twirl into the room.
Or as we call it, or as you might call it, opening a door, but together.
All right, so do you guys just like kick down the door like 3, 2, 1, go kind of thing?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
They're doing it.
You kick down the door. Ha-ha! Wait, wait. Did I reveal that?
No.
I don't
I
see
did.
it.
Currently
Why-
still dark.
Why didn't it? Okay, maybe I had the wrong fucking thing.
Huh?
Ah! Closes the door.
Ha-ha!
Oh.
Okay. You immediately kick down the door, and what you see in front of you, you see all of these like frog-looking guys. They're playing some sort of game where they have like 2 rats fighting each other. They're rat fighting, basically.
Oh, isn't that
And
cute?
people are. That's sort of what was going on. They're like, ah, but then they stop. They all turn to face you. They draw their weapons.
Hello!
Albrin offers a. Can we? Is it too late to bet?
I yell in Draconic, wait, please, we are not interested in combat.
Tabitha, they have no idea what you said. Albrin, Albrin, you said, fancy. Give me a diplomacy check.
Ooh.
Oh, so they do speak common. I was
No,
just
they
being
just speak
racist.
common. You were just
I-
being. Yeah.
Diplomacy? Shit, I should have lied instead.
That's a bit of a leap.
Never mind, I rolled okay.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Okay. Let's see.
They'll kill you quickly.
I like you, Sully. That's why you'll be the last to die.
So yeah, Albrin, you come in with room for one more. Behind you, Tabitha. Kulaki Dulasa! And
She's my hype man.
And Tabitha, what's your AC? Okay.
Oh,
it needs to be. One of them from the back flings a rock at you. You take 5 damage.
That's
Ow.
my power. And he hit the first time.
He's using your own abilities against you.
Years of academic study. I can't hit shit with a rock. This little fucker gets me in one.
You're very good at hitting houses.
That's
And
true.
Hey,
We
hang
should,
on here.
should roll some initiatives, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
it
here
didn't
come the
work, huh?
punches, you little shits.
Yeah, whatever, lady. Here come the punches.
Remember to
Well,
highlight
there
your
was
token
some-
when you roll
For
initiative.
you.
I
You
got
right.
it. Bam.
You right.
I don't think I've ever gone before an enemy, and my initiative is theoretically good.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's a pretty spicy nat to 1. Wow, you've got a great initiative bonus.
Yeah, I sure do.
Huh.
Yeah, it's real good. Perception and wisdom, baby. Alright. Where was which one?
I thought it was high too, and I was like, "Is that how that works?" And
Oops.
then everyone's like, "Yep, that's how it works." And I was like, "Okay."
Someone didn't click themselves. Wendica. No, you're on the
No,
list.
Wendica-
You're
No,
on the
Wendica,
list.
it's Tabitha.
Tabitha's not on the list.
I
I got
clicked
you.
me, I swear.
You're good. I got you.
Club bouncer, you're not on the list.
You're not on the list. We don't take no draconic speakings here.
They throw a rock at you.
You're the customers.
Oh, I got a rock for them.
24. Okay. So yeah, so speaking of rock, okay, so we have Tabitha, Wendica, these frog dudes, Albrin, and Tavin.
I'm sure if we skillfully debate them, they'll definitely back down.
Oops, the time for words is past. They threw a rock at my sister and now must perish.
Right, well,
Face
That
the consequences.
That seems excessive and perhaps a little bloodthirsty.
I don't know. That was very rude. I could just throw an earth ball at them.
Well, them, only one of them threw the rock.
Very well, I will...
If you want to know which one it was, it's this one.
I will retaliate with my own rock!
No, hold on.
What?
We don't want to escalate the violence. If you throw a rock at that one, then the others might see it as an attack on all of them.
He who casts the first stone... All right, fine, let's... I shall take cover just in case they throw more rocks.
Yeah, the rocks they're throwing are just from like slings, so they're not casting rocks at you.
Can I roll some checks to learn what these are?
Yeah, give me a nature check.
See if you can
okay.
roll a check on how...
They're like animal people.
on
basically.
what language they're speaking.
Yeah, a 25.
Oh yeah, that's more than enough. Okay, these are bogards. They are frog people. They're speaking bogard. They're normally known for living in swamps and stuff because, you know, they're frog people. So seeing them in a city is kind of odd.
Okay.
That city being in the desert is much odder.
Yeah, exactly.
And they speak
Oh,
Boggart. They don't speak...
They speak Boggart and Common.
Oh, they do speak
Okay.
Common!
They do
All
speak
right.
Common.
Offer them some water.
Very well. Yeah, Tabitha's gonna, like, poke her head out again. Excuse me, we are not interested in combat, but if you continue to throw stones, there will be retaliation. Please. Can I like, diplomacy at them to maybe slow down this barrage?
Yeah. 25, eh? Some of them are kind of and then han. Some of them are still very, very much ready to fight. One of them asks, we'll say this one over here, asks, "What do you have to offer if you wish to save your own lives?"
Oh,
I've
The
got my-
opportunity to save yours. Pulls out pamphlets.
Brent, give me a diplomacy check.
Don't listen.
Or sorry,
to
not
them.
Albrin, Tavin.
Diplomacy?
Yeah.
Alright.
If you're pulling out pamphlets, yeah.
Oh, come on, nat one, baby, nat one. Okay, whatever, that's fine.
Yeah, that's not gonna quite cut it since they have their own reasons for being hostile towards intruders, which I won't tell you because that's secret.
No.
Of course.
So, you have one actual. I guess you moved, so that's all your actions, Tabitha.
Yep, because I did diplomacy, I
Wendica.
analyzed,
Yep.
Hey, how about I phase through this door?
Yeah, I got you.
There we go.
God damn it! It's really funny, but it's also like fucking. Jeez. The
You're
goddamn door.
It's fine. I've got no reason to punch any of you, so we're just passing through, looking for some things, you know. Fuck, Allie, back up. You're better at talking.
Wendica, give me a diplomacy check.
with a very convincing, fuck, back me up.
Albrin can maybe assist you on his turn, or assist on his turn, but yeah, Wendica, give me a
Oh,
diplomacy.
Wendica, such a big fan of how you are taking point.
Okay, yeah, no, definitely not. They all go back to being just hostile as shit, and I don't know if there's any way you guys can recover from that.
That's fair.
I'm so
That's a crit fail.
sorry.
It is-
I'm so sorry.
It is unfortunate who is immediately after
Yeah.
you.
I'm
Such
so
a
sorry.
bad thing that you're the one dead in front and with already lost health.
Yeah, you
It's
moved forward,
okay.
you diplomatized. You have one action left if you want to just start like punching
Yeah.
dudes in like a fuck it kind of way.
I don't know if she would throw the first punch.
Yeah,
in this
I don't know if she
situation.
knows what their reaction is in time to
Yeah.
do that.
Do monks have
Yeah,
like
I
a defensive stance so you can like boost your AC because you're about to get walled?
Yeah, I have my crane stance.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
in that all the time. So yeah,
Yep.
that's already just on. So
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I wasn't sure if there was another thing like you could spend an action to like boost your.
I need to be like a higher
you can
level to hit
move
second
more if you
stance.
want to move.
Mhm.
You want to go somewhere else that's not here?
It's once again one of those situations where I don't think she'd really think about that in character.
Okay. If you want
Yeah.
that just to be your turn, then that's fine as well.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold there.
All right, it's the Bogart's turn. So yeah, they all brandish. They're all brandishing morning stars. Some of them have the ones in the back have their slings out. This one right in front of you is just gonna use all 3 attacks on you.
Oh God. Okay.
I don't think any of them hit. And yep, they all miss though. So he's like, hoo-ha, hoo-ha. But you're too fast because you're Wendica. This one's gonna come up and do the same, but only 2 attacks because he had to move. Ooh, yeah, he misses all of his too. This one, this one. So there's a couple that are standing behind these Wendica and Albrin. You can really see these. There's like these troughs of mud.
Mm-hmm.
These 2, I'll just do them at the same time, are just going to tip theirs over and get mud all over the floor.
Oh.
Interesting.
So we can reveal these real quick.
Is it like slippery mud or just?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is indeed the slippery kind of difficult terrain kind of slippery mud.
I like that. That's fun.
Yep, this now counts as uneven ground. If you want to balance on it, that's a whole other thing. So yeah, these 2 in the back are just gonna start slinging their slings at you, Wendica.
Understandable.
He takes an action to load. He goes to hit you, misses. He's going to use his last action to reload. Same deal with this one down here. Misses, same deal. Okay.
Well, I guess on the positive side, you're
Okay,
safe.
so all of them that actually attacked missed all of their attacks against
That was
Wendica, right?
6 attacks
right.
that
I
missed.
want to confirm. Okay.
Yep, they sure all missed.
So
Our
that being the
opportunity for
case,
diplomacy is not yet out of
that
hand.
being the case, where was the mouse fight happening?
Mouse fight was just kind of right here in the middle.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Are the mice still there?
They've run off.
Oh,
Okay.
The mice are sitting there with shivs attached to their leg, just like,
They're gonna get you. Yeah, they're not giant rats or anything that would pose a threat. They're just rats.
yeah, they're just regular rats. Okay.
So yeah, they have fucked off, or they're scurrying around the room, or they're somewhere that's not fighting each
Okay.
other anymore.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
They're not being wrangled by their owners.
All right. Albrin puts his arms out in a very flamboyant way and kind of peacock struts into the room. Do I have to make a check to walk across this mud, or does it just take more movement?
Yeah, you need to give me an acrobatics check, because this is now uneven ground. You have to balance yourself properly, and that is an action to make sure you don't just fall over.
Okay, I'm good at that. I'll give it a shot.
don't ruin your coat again.
acrobatics. I'm sorry?
Don't ruin your coat again, not so soon after getting the last one.
Oh. Vietnam flashback staring into space for a half second. But then he gets over it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah. So let's see. Alright, so you make your way into the room. Let's see. So basically, to not slip and fall, you cannot move any further. Unless you make another, acrobatics check. If you succeed, you can move more or less where you want to, up to your speed. If you fail, you have to basically just try to stay upright.
All right, then yeah, Albrin will. He walks in. He's like, haha, and is very cocky, and he kind of and skids to a halt here, but keeps his face as his token face the whole time, in spite of profusely sweating for a half second there. He sees that the rats have scattered, and his face drops. Oh, I see. You've chased off the sport. Well, we can do it the way you're proposing if you want. Or, now he reaches into his coat and pulls out a deck of cards. I put it to you, you cannot defeat me in a game of skill. What say you? We give us a true test instead of this bloody force of arms.
Okay. Give me, I guess that'd be a diplomacy check.
Oh.
Woo!
So this one, that is a crit. So this one in front of you turns to you. You can tell he's sort of relaxed a little bit, and everyone is kind of following his lead. They're not like really sure how to react to that. They're just kind of waiting for someone to do something. He speaks up. Croak Chief Globlet say, no one allowed in here, except for us.
But can Croak Chief Goblet truly claim your allegiance if he is not the most skilled among you? I put it to you that if your chieftain can defeat me in a game of skill, then we shall leave you unmolested. But if I am the superior gamesman, then all I ask in exchange is your momentary hospitality. What say you?
He scratches his head. He puts his hand behind him and kind of waves everyone down. They sort of are like They're kind of like thinking. They put their weapons down, but they're not completely at ease yet. I will go ask Chieftain and see what he has to say. If they make any movements, kill them. And he goes to do what he said.
All right, one down. Let's kill the rest.
You telling me that they would survive one of my earth balls, which would blow up literally the whole room?
Maybe.
I'd love to
Okay, so is there anything you guys? He said don't move.
I'm
he
not
didn't say
moving.
you couldn't like speak to each other or anything like that. Is there anything you want to do? Before he comes back.
Hey, Allie, you want some help out of the mud?
Maybe
Best
not.
that I stand my ground, just in case they have a very literal interpretation of that command.
Yep.
Yeah,
This one moves forward with his morning star. No moving.
Ooh, but I'll tell you what. He gives Wendica half the cards. Let's do the two-man shuffle.
As always.
Just put one of each hand together and shuffle the cards into one another's decks.
They've
Hard enough
practiced
to
this
do
a
with my
lot,
regular
I
hands.
imagine.
Hey, Tavin, how you doing over there?
I'm just following along.
Yup. You in the back there, Tabitha, like, pokes her head around the corner. Excellent throw. Any suggestions on how I could improve mine? I've been having some trouble lately.
He sort of just crosses his arms and just gives you a stink eye, like.
All right, then. Thank you for your time. She disappears back around the corner.
What if
Alright,
you got a
after some time-
slingshot, Tabby?
That's not how magic works.
You
It's
can't
like
be-
magic, but with your muscles. Do I have a song? Do I have a song for this?
What if you got an
No, I'm kidding.
arcane?
That one.
But Chieftain Goblet, they have cards. Dun, dun, dun.
Comes out with fucking gangster glasses.
He comes out with a Yahtzee cup and is like, I know a better way to play game. Better random resolution with dice than with cards.
Do I have a? That'll work.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, this will do for now. Since I don't really have anything for this. All right, so after a few moments, the doors swing open. That will reveal a smidge of this area. Wendica and Albrin are able to catch a glimpse of the inside of this room before they come through.
You've
Out
brought
of
your leader,
curiosity-
Earthball!
out of curiosity, is this like a light pattern? It shouldn't be, right? Because there's no windows.
Looks like it's something on the ground,
Okay.
like some sort of etching or design.
Interesting.
But that's very blocked by all of these frog people and this very large this frog person. You can only assume that this is the Croak Chief Globlet that they all spoke of. He turns to the one that went to go get him. Why do you bother me with these intruders? Why not have them killed instead? The the smaller one is, very sheepish. Well, they wanted to challenge you to a game. Ha! A game? I am the best at all games. He turns. he turns. You guys got a crit, so he turns to who dares challenge I, the chief of games.
Wendica widely gestures her hands and waves around at Albrin.
Yeah, Albrin yanks his coat off and flings it over his shoulder. Gives the up nod of approval. It is I, Albrin Varia, chief of games among my people as well.
Is there a deception check kind of thing, or is it just probably diplomacy? I guess that's not technically true, so give me a deception check.
It's also not technically a lie. We are his people, and Albrin is probably the best at a game amongst us. I guess
it depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to sort of pacify him, or are you trying to get him to believe you?
I'm trying to get him to believe me. I'm really trying to play along with the fiction that, we came here looking for these guys because we heard they were the gaminest boggards around.
So it's deception.
He got a 25.
Okay, 25. That's pretty good. You look like you could be good at games. Very well. I have a game for you to play a test. If you succeed, then we let you live. And if you fail, then we kill you.
Not a lot of wiggle room there.
He comes up to you. We could kill you right now.
Less wiggle room there.
But I will see what you're capable of. We have a deal. He holds out his gross froggy hand.
Don't shake. Don't shake, Allie.
He puts a finger to his chin. You drive a hard bargain. I'm afraid I must ask for one more favor in the case that I prove the superior gamesman. I ask that you shower upon me your years of accumulated boggart game lore, so that it may find a worthy successor in the outside world.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Albrin, we're here for the statue?
No, this is actually very educational. I'm quite interested at this point.
Let's see where he's going with this.
He laughs at you. Ha! 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 Funny little man with funny little words. Come, or we kill you.
Fuck.
Well, you can't blame a guy for trying. He'll care.
We enter the room. We enter the next room, and then there's just two squares that are very far apart from each other. Hopscotch. Ah, shit.
Shit.
Okay.
What do you guys think? I think it's going great.
No, you're doing absolutely fantastic, as always.
I'll get
there eventually. Keep a close eye on me, little brother, and you might just learn something for our next rematch.
Yeah, don't forget to not shake their hands, though.
Why?
Well, as...
Wendica, stares at Tabitha and, gestures to herself. Hello, virus!
Oh, that's a fair point.
Yeah.
If you're gloves, it affects humans, and these are not humans, they are frog people.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them turning into oozes, I'm worried about them passing the
carriers.
Right, but here's the big thing. As long as we've got gloves on, which I think most of us do, I think we'll be all right. But all the same, it's a good precaution.
Yeah, I mean, you guys could easily afford some, basic cheapo gloves. It's not something to worry about. Yeah, so if you all want gloves, then by all means, you all have gloves.
Is this like a pull or a push? Tavin, I'm quite confused.
By the way,
I don't get it either.
Sorry. Okay, there we go.
Oh, not that far. Hell no. I gotta be in perfect boulder range.
Oh, here, let's get in formation.
Perfect.
All right, the door slams shut behind you. Choom! And all of these bogards sort of take up point in various positions in the room.
Well, Croak Chief, what game is it to be?
One moment. I will bring your opponents here. For you see, we have games of life and death. No paltry card games or dice games.
Ooh, I'm excited. What about you guys?
Oh dear.
Are we about to go through a 4 generals arc? It feels like we're about to go through a 4 generals arc.
Are we all taking part, or is it just you?
Oh god, we probably are. I just realized there are 4 of us.
Are we the generals?
Mm.
Oh,
No, I
dear.
think we're like the novel protagonist.
Sorry.
Let me get something set up.
Yes,
real quick.
we'll probably all fight them in ascending order to Albrin, who will go head to head with the strongest of the generals.
Oh, I guess that means you're first, Tabby.
Why
You're
am
a
I?
nerd.
Oh, that's unnecessary. But I will do whatever it takes for our family.
Oh, well, now I just feel bad.
You should. She's very quick and crosses her arms.
You should. I hate you.
Eat shit, Wendica.
It's like, damn, son. All right, we going off the rails here, baby.
Yeah, no shit.
That's fine. This will all work out in one way or another. Let me just double check some stuff real quick. So feel free to
Keen
talk amongst
frantically
yourselves.
flipping through Bogard Lard. Come on. There's got to be something about
There's
gambling.
gonna be something about a game!
Well, I have all that. I'm just double checking some things.
Oh God,
Maybe we should try to...
their sport is toboggan. Ah, Jesus, how do I implement that?
Oh.
So
It's
as you wait for the Croak Chief Globlet to come back with whatever it is you're going to have to deal with, you notice a few things going on in this room. As you guys have time to sort of just figure this out. As you come in, you notice that while everything is fucking gross and stinky so far, these pools of water are pristine and super nice. You haven't drank from them, but you can probably assume that they're safe. There's also, as you can easily tell, this huge sundial symbol on the ground, this huge sun. And there are 2 points of light coming from the roof above you, here and here. There's like holes in the roof. It's too tall for anyone to reach. And the holes are too narrow for you to squeeze through. Unless you're like a gnome or something, which nobody is. So yeah, you have time to kind of just like look around and figure that out. All of these Bogards are standing at attention, ready to, fight you guys if you try to escape or, fuck up the rules or something. They're looking to have a good time here at your expense.
So,
Yeah.
how long have you guys been hanging out here?
They say nothing.
Right.
Did you do any redecorating during your time? Because, whew, this place is pretty.
As you guys talk, give me a. Albrin, you're closest to that door. Give me a perception check. Just Albrin.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, 22. You hear something nasty coming through this door. As they burst through the door, you're sort of more prepared than anyone to kind of deal with it, because for half a second you heard some nasty, awful fucking noises. The Croak Chief comes back with 2 large creatures sort of on these, attached to ropes, and they're just going around. They're just trying to kill anything. He turns them loose on you guys. There! Fight to the death for our amusement! Ha ha ha! And they all fucking laugh. Roll initiative.
We're rat fights now.
That's not a game.
That's
It's all right. We got to skip the regular Bogard fight and just fight 2
That's
Satans
true.
instead.
Honestly, that could prove to be beneficial.
When you said they're attached to ropes, you mean like Croak Chief was holding the ropes?
They're
when
like
he came in?
leashes?
Yeah, and he's let them go now, and now they're
Okay.
fucking coming. Yeah.
I swear to God, I have my token clicked.
I wonder if there's just a weird
I
fucking
know what
thing.
it is. I'm clicking perceive instead of initiative.
Initiative.
Oh, I finally get to go before something.
Okay.
Hey.
Can I still use a 26 because it is?
Yeah,
I just want.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
All right, and no one else gets initiative because they're not in combat yet, but we'll see what happens. It all depends on you guys, I suppose. What'll work? This one? Nope, not that one.
Do the Bogards seem like they're placing bets?
No one's talking to each other and placing bets. They're kind of like the cheering crowd, and like you know, if this was like a gladiatorial ring, they're just like, haha, yeah, like they're just here to watch you all die.
Fuck yeah.
God.
Okay.
So these are like dogs, or like they're like
You're-
animalistic, right?
Well, Tavin, you're going first. You can give me a check to figure out what's up. They're definitely some kind of animal, so give me a nature check
All right.
if you wanna figure them out.
Oh, all right.
I got a reason that I asked, but
18.
18.
You're not sure what they are.
Oh,
Damn.
They're unfamiliar to you.
with
You
an
got 2 actions
18,
left.
huh? All
Yeah.
right. Wow.
So I'll say that usually identifying monsters or things about them, it's based on, you know, their level, basically, which I won't say what they are. And then there's like a table you can look at, and that unlocks information. You guys have just been rolling really well on those, but 18 is not enough for how tough these guys are.
Gotcha.
Oh, so they're dangerous. All right.
Yeah, basically. I guess you can get that sense just from looking at them. So they are nasty.
Watch out, sharp teeth.
Oh, yes.
Look out, Ted!
I don't know how I feel about
All
this
right.
design for Venom.
Yeah. Well.
Before you do anything, Tavin, give me a fortitude save.
Oh, great.
Oh,
By
no.
merely contemplating these creatures, you sickened yourself.
I
boy.
see what they are. Fuck.
Yeah, Will knows, I bet.
Are they smelly?
Okay. You feel your body sort of start to slow a little bit, like it's getting a little harder to kind of function, but you're able to kind of shake it off. So you have your 2 actions left as normal.
All right. Yes, I suppose I'm going to have to use Crisis of Faith.
What does that do?
W.
It's this. It's a 2 action.
Oh, it's not an ability. I'm just RP. What the fuck is happening?
Oh
Oh.
boy.
Oh, that's.
Oh my god, all the ones.
Are you
That-
fucking kidding me?
14 on 6d8?
66.
On 6d6. All right. Well.
Unfortunately, they can't cast divine spells. Otherwise, that'd be fucking dope. So then to do a saving throw. Okay, so these get will saves first off. So let me do that real quick. There's 1, 2. Okay, so one is going to take 7 damage. The other one will take its full damage.
This says target 1 creature.
Oh well, that one.
Okay, yep, sure enough. Okay, well in that case, yeah, then that works basically the same. That one goes back up. Okay, 2 action target 1 creature. Okay, so it just does like mental damage. Just no other thing to it. Okay.
Well, they can get other effects if they fail their save.
Okay, well they can't cast divine spells.
Oh
so.
yeah, right. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so I guess
This is one of those ones that's good against like priests and clerics and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Cool though, Tabitha.
Right. Well, oh boy. I guess what Tabitha will do is I'm going to do Flaming Sphere.
Is this one actually flaming sphere or is it a rock?
This is actually Flaming Sphere. This is the
Okay.
or no, I guess technically this is Boulder. You're right. This is technically no, this is fire. Yeah, no, sorry. I keep mixing up which ones are fire and which ones aren't. This is
There
actually
you
a
go.
fireball. I will put it
Alright.
on top of the one that Tavin hit, and I will also
Let me find a fireball real quick.
do a quick study check on it.
Okay, so we'll have that, and I'll put this under your control.
Fabulous.
Boom. Alright, so... Alright. So yeah, and it just takes... Okay, so it needs to make a reflex save to see if it takes half. It does not. Okay, so it takes 11 fire damage. I have to move this off.
Yeah.
So I can click him. Yep, you deal 11 fire damage. As you burn this thing, it lets out a screech and everyone starts cheering like, haha, yeah, like, no, they're loving this. They just want blood to be spilled. That's sort of the... Yes, okay, so you wanted to give me a check to see what's up with these things? Give me a nature one. Yep, they are beasts. I'll tell you that much. So yep, that's nature.
Nope, I don't know much.
17. Yep, nope, you're not sure.
Yeah, alright, that'll do it for me.
All right. Albrin's gonna run forward, and I'm going to try to tumble through, flavoring this as he's gonna tumble between these creatures to end up here, psych them out, and then go at the one that's on fire. So I'll go ahead and roll for that.
Oh, you know what? This is something I forgot to have Tabitha do, but we're just going to skip it because I was a dummy. But I remember for Albrin, give me a fortitude save.
Oh.
Before you do all that.
Okay. Let me...
If you succeed, then it won't matter, but... Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Hey.
You go back. Time goes back to normal.
Yep. And here's my tumble through.
Okay.
Woo! That was a journey.
Against the reflex DC. Okay, so 20. Yep, that beats it.
Okay. And that will give me some panache.
Mm-hmm.
I add that.
You build up your pants.
You build up your panic.
Your pancakes.
And, yeah, he's gonna... Let's see. Having done that, he's gonna go for a smack with the nunchaku.
Ooh, bam, bam. Gosh, does a 29 hit? Let me check. Yeah, it does. It's not a crit, but it does hit, yeah.
All right.
It's fighting oozes, so some of these things will have real ACs. Hey, so yeah, you deal your 11 damage. Or 12,
and then I think, since these things are about to go, for my third action, I'm going to use Dueling Parry and get a +2 to AC until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so just make a mental note of that.
Yep.
All right, it is now these creatures' turns. Let's see.
So you can actually like click on them because we know where the fireball is, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
If the fireball is on them, then you can just keep it there and the GM can't click it. This is how you win.
Little cheatsy
This is how you win Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, so let's see. So this top one, Albrin is going to look at you with its nasty face. Give me a fortitude save.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Fort save against its nasty face.
All right, you feel your body sort of start to slow, and it's a little harder to do anything. You are slowed 1.
That's not great.
Let me double check what slowed does.
21 does not succeed. That's kind of bad.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
Basically, until you get rid of this slowed, you only have 2 actions per turn instead of 3. You're slowed 1, so 3 minus 1, you now have 2 actions per turn.
Okay.
And it's going to use its last 2 actions to just try to swipe at you. It tries to bite at you with its nasty teeth.
Oof.
But your AC is nice and high, so this will help quite a bit. All right, and it misses both of them. Even though you're slowed down a little bit, maybe it's not as effective as the creature thought, as you're able to sort of nimbly get out of the way of these things.
Just like dancing around the fireball.
Bimbled, my friend.
All right, so this one immediately wants to get out of the fire. Let me double check its movement speed.
Do they take damage from starting their turn in the fireball as well?
Let's see, you should say in the spell. And subsequent rounds, you can sustain the spell, leaving the sphere in its scroll, or rolling it to another square within range and dealing. So it's only on your turn when you can decide to move it or have it deal the damage. Okay, so. All right, it used 2 of its actions to come to you, Tabitha. It saw you do that nasty fire spell, and it's like, fuck. So it's just gonna try to get you. Fuck. All right, you take 8 damage.
Oh no!
Oof.
God,
Right,
after everything else that we've been going through, I was just like, oh, only 8? Oh,
only 57 damage. Oh,
you're spoiling us, Kiane.
What is this?
I'm not. It's the module, I swears.
Is this baby bitch mode?
All right, Wendica, you are up.
Sorry, Tabby. I'm gonna flank with you.
All right, you guys.
A wondrous flank partner. She's just waggling her staff.
Alright, Wendica, as you go up, this thing is going after Tabitha, so you don't have to worry about making any fortitude saves or anything, so you can just hit it.
Oh, excellent. Ooh. Ah, yes.
15. Not enough, unfortunately.
20 was so close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the flank bonus would help either. Oh,
Yeah! There it is!
Well, I did something.
yeah.
Your critical damage is only 4? Really? Or is it 4 doubled?
I don't think that's doubled.
Okay, no, you're right. Okay, so that's 8 plus 4. Okay, so you deal 12 damage to this thing. You start punching it.
Start punching it.
Oh, sorry, no, that 15 doesn't hit, but you deal 8. Anyway.
Well,
With the combination of your fists and the fucking fireball, and Albrin, you know, hitting it with its nunchucks, this thing has already started to look rough.
Oh, it's my turn. Yes,
It is.
I have decided to beat it with
The music stopped at the perfect time. I have decided to beat it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
But unfortunately, they'll
Tavin,
miss.
buddy.
I'm so
Yeah.
Fortitude
sorry.
save.
Oh, fortitude save. All right. Well, thankfully, I used up all of my bad rolls just now.
No, the 21.
You feel your body start to slow. You are slow to 1. You now have 2 actions per turn until it.
That's
until
fine.
it wears off, maybe.
That's fine. If they all work like this last one, I might as well have 0 actions per turn.
Oh no.
All right. Next up, Tabitha. Get him.
All right. So I think it costs 1 action to move my fire.
Yes.
So I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can get both of them.
Okay.
And I will. So they both need to make reflex saves. Or
Yep. You got to roll your damage twice.
So that will be the first friend.
Okay. So the first friend, he has to be 21.
Or take.
He fails, so he takes 9.
And then the second guy. Ooh, I hope he fails.
Ooh.
Ooh, 15. Okay, let's see. Oh, he also super fails. Okay, move your fireball.
Excellent. Perfect.
He takes a meaty chunk of fire damage and lets out an awful scream. Everyone's clapping and cheering. The Croak Chief Globlet nods like, good.
And then for my last 2 actions, am I able to avert my gaze for a penalty and then still go for an attack without?
Yep, because it would be considered probably like hidden. It's the same sort of invisibility rules as the guy from the other place, where you have to roll a d10 or a d20 just to see if you can hit.
Okay.
And then we go from there. It's basically treated like an invisible man.
Cool.
Great.
Excellent.
What creature is treated that way? The thing
Remember
in
that
front of us?
invisible guy? Remember?
Yeah,
So,
no, sorry. Who in here is treated that way?
So Tabitha is trying to not look at the thing and hit it.
Oh,
So,
right, for averting her eyes. Sure, gotcha.
So I'm counting it as invisible.
That makes sense. All right, so I will roll a d20 to determine if I even have a
I
chance.
think he
of
just had
hitting.
to beat a 10. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'll say it was a 10. Yeah, so you can try to hit it.
Okay, I will do a shocking grasp.
All right.
Attempt.
Shonking
Oh, the
or
attack roll was only a 14.
Oof.
No, that's not gonna work, sadly.
Yeah,
So-
14 is unfortunately not enough. You're like, oh! You try to grab it. Maybe the fire's a little too hot, and your shocking grasp sort of just goes off into the ground somewhere and does nothing.
Okay.
Um,
I still did an okay amount of damage. I'm content with that.
Yep, Albrin.
All right. So, is it relatively apparent that these things are like gazing us with this slow
You can
effect?
tell. It's speaking of which, give me a fortitude save.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay, so this thing lets out a nasty, gross sound as its green eyes glow ever brighter, and something starts to happen to you, Albrin.
Yep.
Your body, you can't move your feet. You look down, they've turned to stone, And so it's the rest of you.
Oh no!
All right. We'll see you guys.
Okay.
All right, it's these creatures' turns.
That's a crit failure, baby. Oh Jesus!
Let me just
Looks at the piezo module and you start inflating? What's going on here?
Oh, Austin.
All right, getting engulfed in fire. Tabitha, you give me a fortitude save. This thing's looking at you now. It really doesn't like you one bit.
Okay. Oh, beans and rice.
All right, you're now slowed 1. Same deal. You're down to 2 actions.
I need all the actions I can get.
And it's going to make 2 attacks against you. Both of them miss. This one, having done its duty, is going to run over. Let's see. How far can it get? Okay. It's going to come over here. Spend 1 action. It's going to start attacking Wendica. Boop.
Oh
Boop.
boy.
Because it ended its turn in the fire, does it get the burnies?
I think it only happens on your
No,
turn.
it only
It
happens
only happens on your turn. You gotta, like, activate it.
Big
Alright,
stinky.
Wendica, you take 24 points of damage.
That feels right. That's a little more familiar.
This one hit. Both of its attacks. Alright, and Wendica.
Alright, how on its legs is this one looking?
It's looking pretty bad. Thankfully, it's not looking at you, so you don't have to worry about its gaze, but this one behind you is looking at you. Give me a fortitude save.
Wendica's not looking at it.
You're right! You're not looking at it! So you're fine! Unless you attack it, then you gotta look at
No,
it. But...
she's paying attention to this one. Trying to
Okay.
get rid of this
So yeah,
one
and this thing fucking bites into you, and you hold your resolve. You saw what happened to Albrin, and you're like piecing together, like, yeah, maybe don't look in the eyes. So you're like, because this thing is just biting into you. Do you want to just punch the one in front of you? What do you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
This is bullshit. I have exactly half as much surface area that it has to make contact with. Oh, jeez.
God, why am I rolling so bad right now?
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, that's better.
Alright, using all of my hits.
Okay, you try to bap at it with a lot of hits, but yeah, this fire maybe is making you a little too hard. That 26 definitely hits, and
does the
you
21
deal...
not?
Oh yeah, you're flanking. That reduces its AC. In that case, yes, it does.
Yay.
All right, so you deal 5.
In that case, all of the attacks hit. What?
You deal 5 instead of 3.
You see,
Okay.
the basilisk is an introvert, so when it's surrounded, its AC plummets.
It's like, I don't know. I just came here because a friend invited me, but I just want to be home
We'd
playing
like you to fight.
Minecraft.
We'd like you to fight a party of adventurers. A party? Oh, I don't
Party.
know.
Oh no!
Oh, he's making eye contact with me. I don't know what to do.
I don't like this.
Look, if I turn him to stone, I don't have. You can't look at me. Die.
Die.
Die. Tavin's turn.
All right. Crisis of faith.
He's
Just
going
Please
to
die.
do it again.
I might have turned to stone, but until I remove the icon from my pog, I still have panache.
You're frozen in time with panache. Click that spell. There we go.
Hey,
That's some
That's
funky damage.
better.
that's really good.
That feels like crisis of faith.
Okay. So yeah, you reach out your hand and try to feel this creature's mind. And you find its weak spot and go in for the kill. How do you kill it?
I
play
pull
Red
out
Ball?
my pamphlet and it reads it and it converts.
Converting, it dies. Yeah. Did you want to move anywhere? You got one turn. Or you got one movement left, or turn.
No, I don't. That takes 2 actions.
Okay. Yeah, that one on fire in front of you is dead. You don't have to worry about it looking at you anymore. There's still this one behind.
Yeah, I
Wendica,
basically like lean down, I start praying, especially after seeing Albrin, and the thing just explodes.
Oh man.
Oops. Whoa.
Oh, that's
Wow.
scary. I don't know.
Wow, that was lucky.
Everything I do is 2 actions. This is not great, because that means I can't move my fireball. Okay. Okay, how much damage does Shocking Grasp do? It is...
Let me put Slow Man on you. Where is he at? There he is.
Okay. So with... what else can I hit him with that would be efficient? I guess I will... Honestly, I can't throw my Earth Ball because it will hit everyone. Yeah, I think actually it's the most efficient if I just move my Fireball on top of this one.
Sure.
I would recommend you use your second action to maybe walk a little further away, too.
Yeah, I should probably get out of here.
Skedaddle.
So, here is the damage from Fire Sphere that he needs to roll on.
Reflex. All right, it takes... it succeeded, so it takes 4 damage.
Okay. And then I am just going to... I guess I'll just sit here. I'm not looking at this fucking thing. I'm like, nah, hell nah.
All right, Albrin, you're still turned to stone. This one over here is poking you, but you don't know that. All right, it's time for this basilisk. It's going to keep going after Wendica because it has its mouth in you, or on you, I guess. So it's just gonna keep going.
I actually have a question. I just realized this is a bite wound, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shoot, what is the holy blood effect again?
You have to look at it.
Right, you've got holy blood.
It's
we all do, don't we?
Undead or a creature with a weakness to I guess holy damage.
I don't know if a
I don't
basilisk.
I don't think that would affect me.
Yeah, these guys are like animals.
Dang. Well, it was worth a look.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
neat. If you happen to find any demons or devils or anything, that might be useful. You can flick your blood at them. But,
the demon ooze.
of course, there he is, right over there. Okay, so this thing is able to sink its teeth into you a bit more. You take 14 more points of damage.
Ow! I need help.
Oh boy.
And it's your turn. So if you want to try to hit this thing without looking into its eyes, we'll treat it as hidden. You have to roll the d20, basically beat a d10 to see if you have a chance of hitting it at all. You could try looking at it and do your fortitude save.
I don't want to risk that when I'm this low on health right now. I think I'm going to spend one of my actions on a health potion, first and foremost.
Okay.
I'm
Don't
glad
worry,
I got you.
don't worry. I got you next turn, fam.
Thank you!
Okay, so what health potion are you using? What do you got to roll for it?
I've got a lesser healing, so it's 2d8 plus 5.
Okay.
Boop. It didn't...
20?
Oh, there it goes. 22!
Roll 28 plus 5. You rolled a d28 plus 5.
Oh, I typoed.
2d8 plus 5.
Yeah?
100 plus 5, everyone.
Yay!
Right here. Yes, praise
Hey!
me.
There we go.
That's
Still
a
have
good-
back.
That's a good potion.
Yep,
Yeah.
you take that potion. All right, you got 2 actions left.
Oh.
105 money for everyone.
Smart that I have one less of those.
Oh God, you gotta help Albrin.
Sip.
Yeah, I don't really know how to help Albrin right now, and it feels like it might be easier if I just try to stay
You
alive.
should just kill this thing.
Yeah.
I think don't worry, I think I got you, Albrin.
Oh, okay, good.
On account of the status.
Okay, my fort save is really high, so I think I might as well turn around and go ahead and try to eat that.
Okay, so go ahead and make your fortitude save.
Okay.
My fort
Hey!
save was high.
Okay.
Yep.
You feel like it's taking over your body, but seeing your dearest brother turn to stone, you're like, no! And you can make your...
No, I don't want to be like that loser. Breaks the statue.
Jeez.
Time to get a leg up. Snaps a leg.
It's like, damn, you guys are cool. Killed you one of your own. You're with us.
Shit,
now.
that's hardcore.
That's scary. I don't know.
Come on.
Oof. There we go.
Hey.
go.
Okay.
That one hits, and you deal it 4 damage.
Does the 20 not hit?
No,
No,
20 does not
Okay.
hit.
we're not
Ugh.
flanked.
Yeah, well, no more flanking. Flanking, well, maybe, but...
My fireball is there.
Fireball flanks.
It pulls out a little knife.
If I could roll higher than a 3.
Maybe. Tavin's turn.
Ah, yes. All right, Wendica, don't worry.
It's kind of hard to not.
Oh, no, that's fair. I just say that out of habit more than anything, I'll be honest with you.
How very comforting.
All right. I'm going to level 2 heal. And how does that work? I think I just roll 2d8 plus whatever instead. Alright.
Which thing is that?
I'm rolling level 2 heal.
Ooh.
Okay, so normally it's... Let's see. Normally it is...
I believe it'll be
1d8.
like what?
So
So
it'd be 2d8. Yeah.
2d8 plus anything?
Which one are you doing? The beam or the touch?
We can do.
We can do a touch,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, we can do the touch.
Okay, so yeah, it's just 2d8 then.
Is the beam better?
The beam is technically better because that adds 8 for every. So normally it would
Yeah,
be
2d8 plus 8. I'm using the beam.
Okay.
2d8 plus 8
Thank
so
God.
it's plus 16. 'cause
plus
it's second level
16. I'll take it.
instead of 8. Yeah, because normally at first level would be 1d8 plus 8, and then
Yeah.
it goes up.
Wow.
Alright,
That
you fire a beam of healing energy at Wendica, and her bite wounds start to heal up, and she feels much better.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Okay. Thank
Alright.
you.
What did I do?
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Okay, and that was your 2-action one, so you have 1 left, or did you?
No, I'm done.
Okay, Tabitha, roll your fire damage real quick.
He did not move.
Let's see, sustain the spell. Let me double check how that works, because it's either an action to sustain the spell, or it's like the same number as like the spell
I
itself.
think it's just active.
Because it says like sustain the spell action. Okay, yeah, no, that just happens. Okay, cool, just checking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that fire happens, and it's a reflex save. It fails, it takes 11 fire damage.
God bless.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna roll a d20 to see if I hit, because I can't afford to lose any more actions because I literally need 2 to do anything. Okay,
Okay, 12 is good.
cool. So now
Throw rock?
yeah, I'll throw rock. Produce rock. Eat 11 rock damage.
Okay, so I know. It looks like sustain a spell is 1 action. So it's 1 action, so you have 1 action left, because you're slowed.
Oh. I thought it was as long as I didn't move it. Because sustain the spell.
Yeah, sustain a spell 1 action, choose one, because it has the 1
on
little symbol next to it.
Sustain the spell, leaving the spear in a square, or I see. I think.
Wow.
Yeah, to keep a spell going, that's 1 action. Okay, so now we know.
Okay, you know what? If that's the case, then that rock does not do its damage. I will keep the fire up because
Uh-huh.
I need that, and instead I will do another knowledge check to see if I can get a cure using components from the creature for petrification.
Give me a nature check, boy.
Oh, I might be able to
Girl,
do something
fuck.
about that anyway.
Okay.
18, yeah, you're not sure. All you know is what you know so far is that looking into these things' eyes will turn you to stone. But as
After
far as
the
a
fight.
cure, you don't know.
Haven uses his surgery ability and just chisels.
All right,
It is a scalpel.
I'm sorry, I have to. I can't use medicine. I have to use craft sculpture.
If you
All
bring
right.
me back, make sure to make me handsomer first.
all right.
This will hurt.
Wendica, it's glaring at you evilly now. Give me a fortitude save.
Okay. Thank gosh my fort's good.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Woohoo!
That's a crit. Which means I'm gonna make something nice happen. You stand strong in front of this thing. It tries to glare at you, but you're like, psh, nah, B. And it sort of starts to cower a little bit, and it starts averting its eyes away from you. You are immune to any more attempts to petrify you. But it's going to.
But this frog, he's fucked.
No. What? No, I've been nice enough.
That's a joke.
But it still tries to bite at you, and it does a real good fucking job. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let me grab my calculator.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
A calculator?
Am I dead?
It's fine.
You take 37 points of damage.
Like, we literally just healed that for you.
Don't worry, I'll do it again.
Alright, Wendica's turn. Yeah, this thing starts biting you real good. You may be immune to its petrifying gaze, but you're not immune to the teeth.
As long as I don't use my last 3rd level slot.
Yeah, hang on to
See-
that.
So for this one, I'm sort of imagining it's grappling with one of her arms. So she reaches the other one and starts trying to smack its skull.
Yep.
Like Noogie style.
But with pain. Yeah, you just just
Please
wail on it.
No.
Why can't I roll higher?
21, hold on. The 21 hits, right?
No, not without flanking.
Shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just having really bad rolls right now.
This thing's also a pretty decent AC. Yeah, if you guys were flanking, it'd be a little bit easier.
God
You-
damn.
You punch into a particularly tough part of its skin, and it doesn't really seem to be affected at all. Tavin.
Oh, dear. All right. Let me take a look at something real quick. As far as the petrification is concerned, is that a disease?
Give me. You'd have to give me a check to find out.
Survival, probably.
That might be with the nature as a study of the creature itself.
Yeah, nature would work if you're trying to see if it's some sort of. It depends on what you're looking for. Yeah, give me a nature check.
Or,
Nature, huh?
or
How about
could-
survival?
Could medicine work? Because it's...
Oh, medicine? It's a disease?
You can see if it's a disease.
With medicine?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, give me a medicine check if you want to see if it's a disease. It doesn't look like a disease to you.
Fuck.
It looks like a lot of eye magicery. So
Probably a curse then. I'm sorry, Albrin, you're dead.
Oh,
Albrin's silent thumbs up in statue.
Oh, wait a minute. It looks magic-y? Do I... Okay.
You can use your commanding control of boulders to rip the stone off of him like an onion.
Oh, I thought you were gonna suggest she could use her command of stone to just become a professional puppeteer.
Yeah, we can just walk him around.
I mean, I do technically have Meld into Stone as a spell. So, but I feel like that would be weird. So we're not
We'll
going to
find
do that.
out later. For now, I'm going to use, a Morning Star. Let me here. All right,
You'll have to
Wendica.
move closer,
Let me do you a solid.
yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
Yep, and it's not focused on you, so you don't have to worry about any gaze.
It's not focused on me yet.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. It will never be focused on me.
All right, yeah. You unfortunately, you miss Tabitha.
Okay. I might have a solution here. Range 120 feet. Okay. How many actions is it to use a scroll?
It more or less functions as the spell, so it depends on how many actions the spell itself takes.
Damn. Okay. Do you guys want more damage or a Hail Mary to see if I can fix Albrin?
Fix Albrin.
Okay.
Please fix Albrin.
I will use my scroll of dispel magic.
God, that's a long description.
Oh my god.
That's like 2 entire pages.
Jesus.
Let's see here. Attempt to counteract, check the spell. If you succeed against the spell effect, you counteract it. Succeed against the magic item.
Oh, it's the
my
entire
god,
second.
it's so much.
Yeah.
The entire second half is just the rules for how scrolls work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try and cast that on Albrin.
Okay, is there any sort of like resist that has to happen, or do you just do it? Attempt to counteract check against the target. Okay, so we gotta figure out what that is. Okay. Because there's no way it's just like
It's gonna be
you
hard
do that.
to determine.
Let's see. Counteract spells. Sending a counter for check and roll with skill modifier appropriate modifier to your check against the target's DC if you're countering an affliction.
I use the scroll of the GM doesn't want to read all of this, so he just gives it to us.
We'll see. So here's counteracting rules, because you have to sort of fight the effects of the magic on the other side, much like a sword fight, but with magic. Okay. So you basically need to do a D20 plus. Actually, you know what? We'll say just give me like a spell attack roll. Add the relevant skill modifier, the appropriate modifier to check against the target's DC, which I have here, so that's fine.
Okay, so for me it's 11.
Okay, sure. Just give me a D20 plus 11. Otherwise, we'll sit here all night trying to figure out the rules. All right, yeah. You try to dispel the magic, but it wards off your attempt very easily.
Shit.
Well, that was fucking.
Sorry, Albrin.
Silent thumbs up.
And that burns. That burns the scroll, I assume.
Is that how?
Once you use the scroll, I believe it's gonzo.
Jesus.
We can
Mend! I cast mend on the scroll! No, I'm kidding.
We can check later, because I know, I think in Classic Pathfinder, if you failed, it didn't go away. We can find out. I don't remember, but this is
Tabitha
different.
didn't fail to cast the spell, she just the spell didn't work.
Oh, okay, so yeah, no, you're right, so yeah, that's gonzo. Ugh. Okay.
Sweet. Well, that was that, and the fire's gone now too, so I'm not even doing any more damage now. That's not great.
Imagine we TPK'd to some dogs.
That would be unfortunate.
Alright. So it doesn't really seem to notice Tavin trying to attack it from behind, since Tavin hasn't landed a hit, which is probably good for him. Because now
I would rather it be mad at me, actually.
Well, it has beef with Wendica because it's Wendica. So,
we've been wrestling for a little while.
Would be quite something if after all of our encounters so far, we wiped to the first non-ooze enemy.
I mean, like, fuck, 2 of these things and rolling bad is just not a good, because, like, for a spellcaster, I lose one of my actions, I'm dead in the water. Like, I can't move and cast a spell.
Imagine if we had fought the frogs.
Well, we still would have had to fight these things later and all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine if we had fought the frogs.
Yeah, and we're already at like lower health. Yeah.
All right, yeah, Wendica, you go down.
Oh Jesus!
You wounded 1, but that's all I can do. Wendica is down. Oh yeah. So while I'm here and while I remember, you guys haven't been using your hero points or hero points. I believe they help in this exact situation. Let me double check. It's like if you roll a d20, you can re-roll it with a hero point.
Ooh.
Or
oh, what, really?
Yeah, we haven't been using our hero points.
Looks at my scroll.
Those exist.
Yeah.
let's see. So yeah, you can give out more during the game, typically after heroic, or I kind of forgot about them too, but someone in the Slithering chat reminded me the other day. So yeah, you guys start every session with 1. Every session, not every end day, whatever. You can use them for, let me see. So
If there's a reroll, I'm gonna reroll to save Albrin with my dispel magic and roll a 3
Reroll
instead.
to re-scroll.
Yeah.
We could use
okay.
that.
Tell me. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so you can reroll a check and must use the second result. Okay, so basically you're dying 1. If you want, you can use your hero point. You'd still be unconscious, but you wouldn't be dying anymore. Or you can save it for later. It's up to you.
I feel like if you're still gonna be unconscious, that actually doesn't dramatically increase our odds of winning the fight.
Yeah, if I can't get any hits in, there's no real point
Yeah.
right now. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
you'd still be at
That would be
0.
that'd be a better use if you like got
Here's how
up and
that
went
works.
down again, and we're actually gonna be at risk of dying for keeps.
With my new knowledge that I can get a reroll, am I able to reroll my scroll to see if I can save Albrin, which could change the course of history?
Sure. I'll allow it because we've been forgetting it. But this is the only time.
Oh!
All right. You
I'm
feel
sorry.
the.
You fail.
Albrin?
All right, so we rewind the time a smidge.
Yeah, 'cause-
Wendica is still down, but whatever.
Yeah, but Albrin at least comes back and can get involved immediately because his turn was immediately after Tabitha.
All right, Albrin, you feel yourself sort of start to come back to. You weren't aware of anything going on while you were petrified. You're still incredibly slowed. But yeah, the stone starts to sort of fade away.
As the
But if you get looked at again, then you're going to get petrified again.
Yeah.
So
as the stone peels away, Albrin finally puts down his up thumb. And he blinks, starts to look like was planning on hitting the creature when it was here, sees it's not there, is like, huh? Looks around. Oh, but and he's gonna clamp his eyes shut and just start waving his nunchucks around like a crazy person and run over here and try to hit this thing anyway.
Oh Jesus! Please be careful.
well, it's not your turn just yet, but it's
Okay, sure.
Oh, damn it. I like to think when Tabitha was using the scroll, it was like, and she had to like hit it like a TV, and then it finally worked.
Yeah.
Normally you would go right after Tabitha, but since we retroactively did that, and technically this isn't how you get rid of this, but it's a clever use of the spell, and you rolled really high. We'll just say it just gets your turn.
Hooray!
You're kind of becoming more conscious again, so it'll take you a minute to
Okay.
get back to normal. Tavin's turn.
All right. Let's do it again.
Tavin! Hey, a number!
Hey, that's a number.
Okay.
Yo!
Hey, there it is.
Oh, big
You
number.
gonna use your third attack, or is that it?
No, that's all I've got. I'm still partially stoned.
All right. as it does that, it's going to react to you now. Give me a fortitude save.
Fourth 20 blazed.
Toad's blessed. You
Ble-
did like 16 damage though, which is pretty nice.
Yes.
Definitely helps.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you
All
did.
right, fortitude.
It's above 21.
All right. Yep. You feel its gaze upon you, but you're able to fight off it. just
By-
You want
barely.
you want to know why
By
I'm
closing my one eye, I'm
Man,
like, nope.
You want to know why I'm super mad? I forgot to use my reaction that gives me +2 on a save earlier, and that would have bumped me up to 26.
Jesus.
Christ.
Yeah, that would have done it. Gotta remember next time maybe. If there's more of these, Tabitha's turn.
Yeah.
All right, I have to avert my gaze, so here's my averting my gaze. All
So
right.
it's not looking at you right now. You don't
it's
have
not?
to if you don't want to.
Oh.
No, it's looking at Tavin.
Okay.
It's got its back to you right now.
Cool. I'm going to do Shocking Grasp at 3rd level. I can do it from here because I have the Extendo Reach. So as my roll 20 chugs as I try to change how many spells I have per day. God, I wish I didn't do that. Okay,
Yeah, it's weird.
so
Yeah, you're good.
I'm gonna do the
You're charging up the spell. It's fine.
yeah. I'll do the attack roll first, and then I will actually roll the damage because I have to figure out how.
It's
to
a different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
There we go.
29's good. Yeah,
So
that'll do it.
So this will deal, because it's being elevated by 2 levels, 4d12.
Get fucked.
Okay, roll 4d12. Please.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's
I'm
actually
so
only
sorry.
slightly below average. Average would be 26.
As chat calls it, this is rocking grasp. This is actually a real electric attack, but I do like the idea that suddenly just a rock hand comes and goes, honk, ah, ow.
All right, you deal the shocking grasp. This thing turns to look at you. Give me a fortitude save.
Don't make me do it.
Rocking grasp. It's the same as shocking grasp, but the electricity flowing through the air is now made of stone. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
I'm
boy.
just stone
Albrin.
now.
Yep, that's what happened to Albrin. Albrin, as you come back to and you're ready to
Oh,
you see
yeah.
your sister get turned to
he
stone.
sees Tabitha get turned to stone. This thing's looking at her now, right? So I get like 1 turn without having to avert my eyes.
Mhm.
Is that accurate?
Oh,
Okay.
how the tables have turned.
All right. Just completely silently, he is just going to almost in a single bound lunge across the room. And as he gets over here, sees Wendica's down as well.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna weave around and get between this thing and her downed body. Can I stand in her square if she's down? Question mark.
If
I'll
a
say-
square is meant to be like 5 feet.
I'm gonna count it as, I guess, as difficult terrain because it's unless you just want to step on her, it's kind of hard to like maneuver
Well,
around. It's
I
a
don't want to
little-
step on her, but I think I have enough movement to get there anyway because I have 40-foot movement.
Oh yeah, that you should be an issue.
Yeah.
but you only
So
have
he's gonna-
2 movements because you're
Yeah,
slowed still. So
Bless you.
Thank you.
Say again. 2 movements.
yeah, because you're still slowed.
Why does that mean I need to use 2 movements?
No, you only have 2 actions. You used one to
Oh,
get over here.
okay.
Right?
Yeah. No, sorry. I thought you were saying it took
Oh,
me
no.
2 movements to get here, which would leave me
Nah.
with no actions.
Yeah, so you can move into flanking
yeah.
position, but that's about it.
He comes up from below, and he's just gonna try to drive. Well, I guess he's not using the rapier. You know what? Fuck it. He grabs both the nunchucks. He's not even gonna swing them. He's just going to plunge them up and try to just straight up through brute force deck this thing and drive them in as far as they'll go.
Yeah, hit him with a wake up DP.
Ugh.
I'm gonna
Is
use
this some
my
panache?
I'm gonna burn my
Yeah.
panache
There you go.
for
okay.
a finisher.
Okay.
Here it comes. Also add 2 to this attack roll for flanking.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so you slide under as it tries to look it down at you one more time. It sees you slide under it, but it's not fast enough. You're too quick. You're too full of revenge or whatever emotion you happen to be feeling at this moment.
Whatever.
It could also be cool guy energy. I don't know Albrin's mind, but yeah, you certainly do exactly that thing you did. You slide under and you jab up into its chest, and it bounces right against his heart. It lets out a and falls down on top of you.
Oh,
Well, you slid out from underneath it, so you're fine. So it's not on top of
Also,
you
I
anymore.
love Albrin just like
Dead.
peeking.
Yeah.
One eye.
He before this thing even has time to completely fall over, he's just going to lopsidedly kick it and send its corpse flopping to the ground off to the side. And then I guess pick up Wendica and thrust her at Tavin wordlessly.
Let me take a look. Frog Boss has just killed him.
And then run over and try to puts his hands on Tabitha's shoulder, but there's nothing to say.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Not that one. Did I have one for this? I might have.
What's up with the sad music? Yeah, we don't know what my fate is.
That's it. We can play that one when she's confirmed dead.
Easy
for real.
there, Jack.
Just trying to
All
find
right.
some appropriate mood music.
Yeah.
We'll go back to this one, I guess.
These fucking
Since
frogs
this is sort of just the theme.
nearly killed a family.
I am again going to begin praying and do the magic. 25.
Do the
All right,
magic.
you take that and you wake back up. You're no longer wounded or any of that.
She, rather than standing up, she just sort of sits up and grabs at her stomach. She doesn't really say anything at first, because she's still feeling pretty horrible. But, she holds out her hand and gives the Albrin thumbs up.
It will be all right.
David.
It will be all right. Conserve your energy.
Thanks.
I haven't even... What are you talking about? I haven't even begun to examine you yet.
I love David so much.
But you do seem to be doing better. Praise
Well,
the Lord.
I can sit. That's
Alright.
an improvement.
All right. Yes. Wow, it's a miracle that you're not bleeding any more than you were. I look down at the obvious blood stains that are on the ground, and I'm like looking for the wound, and I just can't find it. Huh. Oh, Tabitha.
Albrin strides back over here. Croak Chief, we did not altogether enjoy your game, but we'll be taking our liberty of this place now as we agreed.
He claps his hands. Good show. Yes, I will allow you to do whatever it is you came here to do, as long as you don't touch anything. Although I suppose one of you will be doing a lot less touching. They all laugh. They all laugh.
Albrin's eyes narrow. And so, what do I do about this? Extends a hand towards Tabitha.
I know how to fix the petrification, but what will you give me in return?
Fuck this guy. Let me boulder these bitches as we leave.
Did you want money or?
Albrin extends a hand and like a, I've got this, and he walks up, gets a little closer to this guy's space, not in an overtly threatening way, but just in a like listen here kind of way, and there's like a half second where it seems like he's gonna go off on this guy over that. He clenches a fist and folds his hands, and the smile returns. Naturally, we'll give you whatever you want. It is my sister we're speaking of.
He puts his hand on his chin and thinks. The person who told us to guard this place has not been here in some time. They promised trinkets, baubles, and food. Perhaps if you can give us something worthwhile, then I will tell you the secrets.
Trinkets.
I want to examine this water.
You examine the water. What are you trying to figure out?
I just put my hand in it and like I don't know, wash my face off first, and then you mentioned that it was particularly pristine.
Oh, it's
I wonder,
really nice. Yeah.
I will come over here and start rubbing some on Tabitha's statue's face.
Yeah, from what you can tell, it's just plain old water, but you do that and now she's wet, but it doesn't seem to have any effect other than that.
Well, all right.
I found these boots in the last place we were looking at. I don't know if they're gonna fit ya, but
He comes over to you and examines the boots. Give me a diplomacy check. Let's see if this is something he might be interested in.
well, maybe it'll go better than last time. It did.
Yay!
She sticks her legs out so you can see.
Perhaps. What need do I have for fancy pointed ear people boots?
You can sell them.
Do you like running around doing tricks?
He holds up his foot. It's much bigger than yours. I don't think they would fit, silly little one.
Also, I am a frog. Like, acrobatics is already, like, my thing.
Very well, there's an entire market out there of trinkets and baubles. What would delight you? What would spark joy?
Something shiny. Bring me something shiny, metal, valuable, and enough food to feed my people.
What could be shinier than your soul? Your very means of existence moving forward through this life and all lives to come. Here, let me show you the path to the evergreen.
Stab.
Don't tempt me.
Give me a diplomacy check.
I will do that.
We have no need of funny man with funny beliefs. Begone, find us something shiny, valuable, and food. We will keep an eye on your friend in the meantime. They all start laughing. This one next to Tabitha is already just like draping stuff on her statue. Just like various bits of junk and crap just lying around, and they're like decorating it.
Wendica stands up, and this time, rather than shoes, she shows off her bracelet, which is shiny and metal.
And food, if you have a big enough mouth, you stupid frog motherfucker.
Do you actually say that?
No.
Oh,
God.
Yeah,
Just
Tavin says that.
Yeah.
Just checking.
This one is a bracelet of dashing, which also gives a bonus to acrobatic checks, but it is more likely to actually fit on a frog wrist.
What does it actually do? Like, what is that? Is it just like a
it
plus to acrobatics?
It's a +1 to acrobatics. And,
Again?
Acrobatic, you say? He
you
takes
also
it from
get
you.
a 10-foot boost to your speed for a minute once per day.
Ooh.
So, useful.
And
But-
once
How does
again,
it work? How do you activate this bracelet?
You just tap on the side here, and you can run really fast for a little bit.
He starts running. He's zooming. He lets out like sort of like the laugh of a child, but he's a gross frog man, so it doesn't sound very nice at all. He runs around and comes to his skin. I suppose I can get some fun out of this, but still, we need food. Our bellies are empty, and we'll eat anything if we have to. He sort of bears over you, Wendica.
I have a gun.
We can get you some food, but as long as that deals for the shiny metal thing, then we're good.
This will do, I suppose, for now.
For now.
Perhaps
As long as it's enough to guarantee my sister's safety, that's perfectly all right with me.
Yes,
Half
yes.
up front, half later.
Brother,
Good deal.
one of us should
Perhaps we will be in better mood after we eat.
One of us should stay behind just to make sure that that Tabitha is okay. I volunteer. I would love to talk to. I would love to have more conversations with these people and get to know them, understand them and their worries, and perhaps enlighten them as to the ways that the path of the evergreen can help them through their tribulations, as he has helped us.
can I make a check? Albrin, I'm really curious whether Tavin is being completely straightforward with them, or whether he's basically Whether he's basically silently telling the two of us to go while he secretly murders them.
Oh goodness, no. Taven
Okay.
is not a monster.
Okay.
You'd also be horribly outnumbered. You don't
Yeah.
know what else is here.
Yeah,
So,
that's
just know
fine.
there's these guys.
All right,
I think
Albrin.
you can
Albrin
manage it.
grabs Wendica's hand. Very well, Wendy. Let's be off. We don't want to keep them hungry and irascible.
What does that second word mean?
No one likes a pissed off frog. Let's go. Tavin will be back in a moment.
Of course.
Teleports with a fridge.
Okay, so you don't have to teleport us through these doors because God, who's got the time for that? But
No, I can put you guys back on the map. For
all right,
funsies.
so legit.
Well,
You could go buy a
Cinnabons!
like you could go buy a scroll.
So
a scroll
legit.
will die.
Honest, what I think Albrin would want to do right now, legit, as and he's only got Wendica with him, which means no one can stop him.
Yes.
Albrin would want to go and buy some food, the tastiest, whatever he imagines would be most delectable to these frogs, and poison the shit out of it.
Yeah, I figured that's what you were doing.
Oh, no, Wendica would not stop him at this point.
Yeah, these were the wrong people to say.
And
I have
perhaps Taven, and perhaps deep down Taven knew that he could not bring himself to sin personally. And so he opted to stay behind.
Hey, man.
Where he knew that he would not be forced by his code to have Albrin not poison these creatures for their rudeness and their shit faces.
Getting food should be relatively easy. It's, you guys left in the morning. It's probably like noon right now, so lots of people are selling food. It's lunchtime. Should be easy enough to get some food in bulk. As for poison, though, you have to find. You might want to look through some book or something. Try to find an exact death poison, and you got to find someone who's selling it. So while you guys do that, let's take a break because I need to use the bathroom and grab some water and stuff. We'll take a short little break while you guys try to formulate your poison death plan. We'll be back in 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Man.
I am
Just whenever.
very willing
So I'll be right back.
to pool funds to get this death poison.
I mean, cure for a cure.
I already have no money, and so I will offer you all that I have.
Let's see.
God. Man, I feel bad for Albrin because he's like, "Oh, I'm safe." Looks over at Tabby,
Yeah.
instantly turns to stone. No. used her dispel to save you, and ain't none of y'all got that shit. Ooh boy. Hope Tabby lives. I like Tabby.
I think
These
you'll be
guys-
fine.
Ew.
Hope these guys don't have poison resistance like they probably would because they're fucking frogs.
Yeah, that might be worth doing
Well-
some nature checks to confirm.
Yeah.
I don't have good nature.
I don't have any, I don't think.
I've got good survival, but like not good
So do
nature.
Neither do
And
we.
also,
although-
I can't make this check because I don't know you're doing it.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
okay
Taven
nature.
just thinking to himself, I wonder if these frogs are poisonable.
Yeah,
There's,
I'll have to beat myself for thinking that, but yes.
it's looking like the most of the poisons here don't actually do enough damage to be able to take them all out. Unless we got a whole bunch of them.
That's the problem with poison and Pathfinder in general. It's usually kind of ass mode, sadly.
Yeah. It's like 1d6, 15d6, but it's 6,500 gold.
Yeah, and it's like
Oof.
also a ludicrous price because for
That's
whatever reason,
crazy.
Pathfinder's like, we don't want you to use poison. It's like, why? It's like such a specific used item. Why would you punish players when they're like, yeah, I got an idea.
I got an idea. Like, obviously you don't want them to overuse poison, but like, fuck, come on. Poison's cool.
Yeah.
There's something that's 8d6 and costs 225 gold. I still don't think that would be enough to kill
no.
them, though.
It's decent. if you could just get like a big pile of flies or something. Is anybody selling their dead bugs? I am now.
Oh man, actually, I don't know. Huh. Is Kiane here right now?
No, he went to the restroom.
No. Okay.
A
would be
potion, a potion of petrification.
Dun, 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 dun.
That would be very funny, actually. That's not what I was thinking, but yeah. To put the shoe on the other foot. But no, it'd be really funny if we went and, like, went back to the trading house and fucking, like, somehow smuggled those death oozes in here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Those are there, huh?
That is a fun idea.
God, that's really fun. I don't know how you would do it, but
So it would require getting them to stay in the wagon.
Okay, I'm back.
that's
So like we were looking
That's-
through poisons and none of them are gonna be able to do enough damage to be worth it.
That is
so.
such a ballsy play, though. Like, if a couple bad rolls and you're dead.
and we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But also, think about it if it succeeds.
Oh, man,
It'll be
I
pretty.
really wanna
It'll be
do that.
pretty. It'll be pretty fucking cool.
I really want to do that.
I kind of want to try.
You have
It's so needlessly petty, but like I feel like that's where we are with these guys. These are like the first creatures we've encountered in this module that it's just like, no, fuck these. We want you to suffer for what you have done.
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me look. God, I might have a spell, but no. No, unfortunately I don't. I was checking to see if I had like a sleep spell that might have worked on them, and then we could just cover them in flies and then let them eat them. But
Oh
no.
my god, here's a really this is so okay, Kiane, when we read that when we read the journal that described the slithering, did it mention whether the slithering can affect does it only affect living humans? Or like if you ooze a dead human body, can it still turn into an ooze?
From what you can tell from the book, it only affects living humans.
Okay,
Damn.
gotcha.
Anything else is considered a carrier. Any other
I
living
can
thing
say-
doesn't work on. From what you can tell, it didn't say it didn't work on on undead things or like skeletons or whatever. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, Wendy would not be okay with getting a regular human involved.
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
no. He
Absolutely
definitely if it has to be a living person, no, Albrin's
Yeah.
not gonna kill a random person just to prank some frogs.
Yeah.
But
Sick prank, bro. You killed a man.
it's just a prank, bro.
sick
Could we-
prank, bro.
Could we just like rather than like poison the shit out of them to where they die, could we theoretically like just spike the food with X-Lax so they're gonna have to deal with it later?
I mean, we can, but
Yeah.
That doesn't feel as
So the other thing is that like we'd have to make sure that they give us the cure first.
yeah.
Mhm. And that's the thing. Some
Yep.
food,
The
some
agreement
poison-
is once they are fed, they will tell you how to fix Tabitha.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, no, that would be fucked. We can't do that. I was gonna say, like, what if we just like bring some humans in and touch them? But no.
No, that's the
No.
plan that involves killing people.
Yeah.
Wendica would
yeah.
not do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically they're alive. They're like an ooze. Like they're not dead. They're just
Yeah, that's true.
mindless blob of nothing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Which is like
No,
probably
no,
worse than
we-
death.
All right, then here's what I think I'd like to do then. So rather than try to find poison that will just straight up kill them, I'd like to. I don't know what exists in the rules, so I'm just asking this as like a flavor thing.
Hmm.
I'd like to find some kind of very powerful sleeping drug
Yeah.
if we can.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, and then steal their shit?
Well, if they, if we get
If
Tabitha
they
back,
sleep, we can just kind of coup de grace 'em, you know what I mean? No, I'm kidding.
You're kidding? Question mark.
Look,
kidding.
I cannot be in the room while he killed people. I
yeah.
can't even be aware of it.
You're not a paladin, gosh. But anyway, okay.
I'm also not a murderer.
Fair enough. Okay, so your plan is to buy up lots of food and then find some sort of like sleeping powder or some sort of sleeping something you can put in the food.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of food are you looking for? If you're looking for like a sleeping powder, which is probably what you'd be able to find, it need to be some sort of liquid that it would dissolve in. Otherwise, it's really
we can
obvious.
put, like, ale and shit, too. So, lots of like roast meat and then get the
I
bunch
think.
of
Yeah, I think
ale
they're
and-
gonna want. They're probably gonna want meat of some kind.
I'm also
Flies,
gonna pick up,
baby.
I am also going to pick up a box of Cinnabons that's not going to be touched for the sake of when Tabitha wakes up.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, Albrin will get. He's gonna make them a nice little boxed lunch. He's gonna get a bunch of. He'll get some meat and probably some kind of. I don't know. Something sloppy that's like semi-liquid. He'll get some sauce on there and whatever. He's gonna bring back something wet because he's imagining they'll want food wet. I mean, I don't know if barbecue sauce exists in this universe. But yeah,
I don't see why not.
He's gonna bring back some wet, sloppy meat. And in the slop will just be fucking loaded with sleeping agent.
Didn't we get like those the spicy, what was it, the scorpions when we first came here by the gate and we were looking for food? And they
Oh
had
yeah,
scorpions?
that's true. That could be neat. Yeah, we can get a variety of little exotic meats because we don't know what their tastes are.
And I'm going to start working on the more feeble-minded among them, and start discussing with them how only with faith can we overcome the difficult trials ahead. Only faith will feed you in your darkest of hours. You may sup off of the delicious. Okay, fine.
So before we get to Catholicism, we'll focus on Albrin and Wendica. We'll focus on Albrin and Wendica first, and then we'll sort of like backtrack and see what you're up to.
Yeah, you got it.
How much is our bill running, do you think?
It depends on who you can find and what they're selling and how much they're asking for. So, getting food should be easy enough. You can just go and buy that. Let's see. To feed a whole tribe of frog people. Let's see. So you're trying to go for. I'd say that's going to cost like 10 gold pieces worth of food, especially if you're like diversifying it.
That's fine. I'll cover
Or
5.
if you're trying to find a seller of sleeping powder, give me a society check. 'Cause you're gonna have to do some asking around. That's not something you can just find on a stall somewhere. You gotta
society.
You gotta go to the seedy parts of the
society.
city probably to get something like that.
My highest skill.
God,
We will
I wish I
we
was
will-
here.
we will go in and we will buy them heroin and get them addicted to opioids.
Oh, just like real life. Anyway,
just like that.
or China. Anyway, all right. Anyway, okay. So it takes you a little longer than you'd like. The day starts to go by. The sun hasn't set quite yet, but probably an hour the sun will be setting. It's getting into the late afternoon.
It's cool. It just gives me more time with them.
That's right. Let's see. Where was the seedy part of town? Let's say you find yourselves over here. So way down here at the bottom.
In the miners' camp.
This is technically a different area. This is called
Shithole.
the Straddle Block.
I thought you said it was the Strangle Block. I was like, wow, yeah, that's a great name.
Close.
Well,
No
actually,
cigar.
it's spelled wrong. Kind of like, what was it?
Yeah.
Yoo-Hoo Alley or whatever?
The Backyard or
Backyard,
block.
yeah.
Baykar Book Bark block.
Crack
The
open
sound
a
of a
Coke.
crisp cold one block. Very old part of the city. All right, so yeah, you're able to kind of ask around. You guys, people recognize you as sort of like the heroes who've been saving things lately, so they're a little more likely to help you kind of figure stuff out than like if you were just some guy.
Hey, it's me, your hero. I'm here to buy some drugs.
Say no more. Say no more. Yeah, you're able to. You find yourselves down a dark alleyway, and there's you were told to find someone called the Cloaked Man down this very specific alleyway, and sure enough, it's that time of day, and he happens to be here, or there's someone there in a cloak. How do you approach him? He's definitely noticed you as you sort of round the corner and enter the alleyway. He's just kind of like side-eyeing you, trying not to look too obvious that he's up to no good.
The coat that Wendica bought has a hood on it, so as she's coming in through here, she goes ahead and
Flips
pulls
up her hood.
up the hood. See, like, I'm one of you guys. I'm shady too.
Yeah.
Wendica just walks up and like points at her hood, smiling, like doesn't say anything, just like, "Hey, right, brother."
Am I right, my dudes? Yeah, Albrin will
Fist bump.
peering into the alley and seeing that like this is the type of guy they've been sent to, he's gonna grimace slightly, but he's gonna get some like street grime, run it through his hair, and kind of like rub it on the lower part of his face to make it look like he's got stubble. He'll pop the collar of his coat and jam his hands in his pockets and just slump over and adopt an equally seedy posture to go with Wendica's hood. And then, yeah, he's just gonna kind of saunter into the alley, not looking at the guy, like looking off to the side as if there's something interesting on the wall, and then stop a few feet away from him.
How do you do, fellow criminals?
Yeah, how do you do that? You got the goods.
He turns to look the other way to make sure there's no one coming from the other side of the alleyway. He looks back at you. Depends on what you're looking for. Also, young lady, he looks at you. You want to have your hood on before you get to the, this part of town. I'm sure you're both very obvious. He looks you up and down at your sort of, kind of, at least Albrin's flashy outfit. Even if you're colored up, you're still very red and bright and fanciful because you're Albrin.
Oh, yeah. I killed a real big shot noble to get this stuff.
Really?
Hey, so there's someone I know who's having a bit of trouble with insomnia, if you know what I mean.
All right.
We wanna help him.
Mm-hmm.
We need something that'll, let him get a good night's sleep for as long as it takes.
Look, you don't have to do all that around here. Just tell me what you want to be quick about it. We'll be on our way. Because, saying you want someone to go to sleep for a while can imply a few different things.
You are preps buying weed for the first time.
Yeah, no.
That's exactly what this is. He's just kind of looking at you like, what the fuck?
That money's money.
All right, I thought it was pretty straightforward. I just want whatever you got that's your strongest sleeping drugs.
Sleeping drugs. You don't want the death sticks then. See, this is why this sort of thing matters. He was about to pull those out. He puts them away. He brings out a small pouch of sleeping powder. The stuff's pretty potent stuff. It'll put someone to sleep for a few days, maybe.
Holy shit!
You got any more of it? I mean, we've got quite a few people who are
Albrin
having
thinks
insomnia.
about it. Are Boggards smaller or larger than humans?
They're like the same size. They're like they're medium-sized creatures. They're people-sized frogs.
Yeah. Yeah, we're throwing a party.
A party. As much as I would love to know the details of that, let's just get straight down to business. It's gonna be 50 gold for the whole thing.
Ooh. Since I spent 5 on getting the food, I've got 13 at the moment. But
Oh.
I'm very willing to use all of that.
Shouldn't you have a lot? Did you get your? Oh, I guess did you buy stuff in between
Yeah,
sessions?
I got.
Luckily,
I
I
got
saved all my money for drugs. I'll pay for this.
I'll give you my 13 at least. Take the 13.
Okay.
It'll help.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll get the rest then.
Okay. So you have to subtract that. You give the 50 gold. He takes it. He tosses you it's a pretty small bag. He says, "All right, fair enough. It's nice when you people make this nice and easy. Now, a pinch of that is enough for one person, so try not to blow it all in one place."
You got it.
Yeah.
And he pulls his cloak back up, and he comes out the way you guys came in, and he goes in the opposite direction of the direction you.
Yep.
He doesn't want to like walk away with you because that's awkward.
Yeah.
But he
Thanks
goes the
for
other way.
tip. All right.
He
Well,
says nothing-
goodbye, and then you both
Bye.
walk in the same direction.
Yeah, he disappears into the darkness of the alley.
Yeah.
God, every piece of my bounty hunting instincts wants me to turn that guy in.
Well, just this once.
He gets a
Mixing with the
pass
crimin-
once.
Mixing with the criminal element has its advantages, you know?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey, those are the heroes, and they just bought weed!
Avert your eyes, my son. They're buying weed.
He just
Weed begins
left!
with W. That's not one of the 3 Ds of Keybway.
Al, is that a weed? No, crayon.
Call the police.
Beep beep beep.
911 is your emergency. All right, so I guess we're gonna mix. I don't know how much it's gonna take for these frogs, but if we overshoot and they just die, that's fine too. So
You might
He's-
as well put the whole
he's
thing
gonna-
in.
he's gonna save like a pinch for later in case we need to drug someone else. But the
Sure.
rest is going into this barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Yep.
You mix that up. Make sure you have a pinch of, we'll say, like master sleeping powder. This is like some tough stuff to resist. It'll work on basically everything. So, yeah. So you do that. So while you're preparing your magic brew, we'll go back to.
We just find a random cauldron and start stirring it.
All right, we come back to Tavin.
Oh my
The
God.
entire tribe has sort of made their way here. Everyone who occupied the building is now in this room.
And
With
so
you.
you see, that is why everything you've ever been taught is a lie.
Oh boy.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Is that a
that's a
Giant-
Komodo dragon.
It's just a giant lizard.
Cool, they just have big fucking lizards too.
Let me see. What was diplomacy?
Yeah, if you're trying to get them
Yes.
on your side, question mark. 24.
That's not bad.
This guy has been listening to you prattle on about religion for however long it's been, probably like an hour or two, and they're all just sort of sitting there bored out of their minds, just sort of like, their tummies are start to grumbling.
Wish we still had those rats.
Yeah, the rats are gone. He's sort of just like, he has like a stick in his hand and he's kind of like drawing imaginary shapes into the ground as they're just kind of waiting. He says, and he points it at you, Tavin. If your friend's not back by sunset, then we will eat you.
That is not what we agreed upon. We have already won this game. I, by all rights, by your very words, have the right to begin to peruse this place as I please.
Indeed. But hunger beats all else. If we die of starvation, then no deal can be made.
I am so glad that Al is our murderous intent because Tabby can't, and I want to fucking kill all of them.
Oh, there's no need.
So have you been like hanging out in here this whole time, or have you been like going around or anything?
Oh yeah, I've probably been like looking around as long as you know I am able to. Yeah, I've been probably poking into some of the other rooms and stuff like
Sure.
that.
I can reveal them all to you.
Yeah.
As you have gone through, there has been, one or two of these Bogard scouts have been accompanying you. They said you could look around and stuff, but they didn't say you wouldn't have an escort. So to make
Yeah,
sure
that's
you
fair.
don't take
Yeah,
anything. So
of course.
I'll reveal. Basically,
I am not an unreasonable man. I know the terms to which we agreed.
I can. There should just be an option to turn off. Where is it at? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I'll just reveal it all the old way. The world takes time to load.
Oh, this map is like cut off and stuff. It looks like.
Ew.
Oh, this is a big place.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there was a lot more to
So
this than I realized.
So this top part up here is
You saved
down
a
here.
lot
You go
of
up.
time.
You would go, up the stairs, and then you end up here, and then up here is the top.
Mm-hmm.
We have saved a lot of time by skipping mini fights.
Well, maybe. We'll see how this
Maybe.
goes. We might have just been like, let's bring all the monsters into one place and aggro them all while we have a -1 party member and then die instantly. That could still be the outcome here. We'll see.
Hopefully
We'll see.
So, so yeah, is there anywhere you want to? I mean, we can
What-
we can sort of like role play this out. You can sort of investigate whichever rooms you feel like you have free reign of the place. You can
So
move wherever.
there's still a hole up in here, right? Like on the ceiling as well.
Yeah, the lights are coming down here, and then it's kind of shining on this lizard now. I'll get that out of the way. Yeah, there you go. Here,
Yep. Okay.
so you can go
Okay.
wherever you want, and then there'll be a couple of these guys escorting you around.
What does the I'll be sure to ask what the deal with the sun thing is.
You ask the Croak Chief what the deal is.
I'll ask whoever's with me.
As you investigate, are you investigating down here, or are you going like up top where like
I'll
it is
probably not ask directly until we're up here, and then I'll
Okay.
obviously look at what I'll ask about whatever it was that they had there.
So yeah, you come up here. You can tell that the light was sort of shining down from these holes down below.
Mhm.
Let me make sure I'm not missing any important details for this room, because it's kind of a big deal. So yeah, as you come up into this room, you see that the walls are carved with these sort of ancient-looking runes. You don't immediately recognize what any of them say or what their sort of message is. But you can tell that, there's this pedestal here. You ask the Bogards, what's up with this room, and they kind of shrug. They don't really know. They do tell you that they're sort of not really inclined to keep any secrets, because their last guy hasn't been bringing them food or the shiny things that he promised. So now they're just kind of like, they've just been kind of staying here.
Yeah.
So then I really
follow-up questions about who that guy was.
Yeah, you can ask whatever you want. As far as this room, they were told that it was a pretty important room. As far as if there was anything here, they're not sure.
I see.
When they got here, it looked basically the way it looked.
How long have you been staying here?
We've been here. He sort of struggles to find the word in common. A week?
Oh, okay. And then, under whose orders? Who specifically asked you to stay here, and then would be so impertinent as to not feed you or clothe you like little babies?
I do not know his name. Chief might know. Some human man.
I will be sure to ask. Thank you.
Yes.
Incidentally, since I have you two up here, I wanted to talk to you about. I pull out pamphlets. That's it. I'm you know what the spiel is at this point.
Sure.
You know the bit.
Do you want to give me, I guess, a diplomacy to see how swayed they are?
Yes,
16.
I would like to hero point that.
Okay. Give me another 24. Okay, that's better.
Oh, you said sway. Okay, SWAYED. I heard that as SUED.
EDE.
How swayed they are. I was like, what?
What? So one of them just kind of looks at the pamphlet, turns it upside down. I cannot read. The other one,
Excellent. I can. Let me tell you what it says.
well, the other one can read. Thankfully, with that 24, one can read. He says, So what is this thing that you worship? It could not be stronger than the Croak Chief.
Oh, it is much. Not to insult your venerable and powerful chief. However, you see that your venerable and powerful chief gained his strength through overcoming adversity and trials, and all trials have an author. The author of our trials created the very world we sit in. He created me, and he created you, and he is watching us play our parts in real time, possibly while streaming it to an audience full of unknowable demons. Looks at the camera.
So we are in a stream, a river of life,
Yes.
filled with demons.
Yes, and many of those demons are here to make your life harder, such
Wow.
such as the man who has basically gotten you stuck here and hasn't fed you. This is one of your trials. I'm sure he has trials of his own. However, he is your trial, and you must overcome him if you are to become strong like your chief.
Perhaps once we are fed, we will leave.
Indeed.
The contract has been broken, so we have no need to stay.
Yes, I think so. I am eagerly awaiting my siblings' fast arrival so that you can all get fed. And remember, the faithful who are aware of the strength that they gain, they are essentially playing the author's game at an advantage. Like they get to roll the d20
They
twice.
have hero points, like the one I used.
Like
to
the one I
brainwash you.
used, like the one I have used to deceive you.
All right, as that's a good an opportunity as any. As that happens, you're finishing up that conversation. Maybe you're heading, back down the stairs. Here come the twins with their magic barbecue brew.
As they come in, Wendica's talking to Albrin in Undercommon because she assumes nobody else is going to be able to understand this. Like, should we talk to Vinny about this, or should we
No.
just leave him out?
No, it will only burden his conscience.
Yeah, that's a fair
All
point.
he needs, he's not as taken in as he'd have you believe. I'm sure he will figure out what has happened, but as long as he has plausible deniability for the sake of his own conscience, he'll be just fine.
No, that's true. Oh, hey, the door. Oh no, I can't face through the doors. I thought I could for a sec.
Oh.
Whoa, no!
Whoa!
Follow me into the wall, sister.
No, you're skinny.
Get out!
You're super
I'm
skinny.
sorry.
Oh God, you're so little.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
I am a Goomba that has been stomped on.
Jesus, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
No,
Oh my
that's
God.
fine. It's funny.
I'm fucking dying. Okay. Yeah, you guys. All right. I'll have to drag you through this door too, so it'll be just. All right.
I imagine they've got like a whole wagon of this shit. As they're bringing it in.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to acquire. Also, anyone who was slow does not know we're slow. It will wear off. Hey, so yeah, so as Tavin, as you come back in with your escorts, here come the twins. I was gonna say the children, which isn't right.
It's
but
us, the twins.
the children.
My Schlibblings. So good to see you. I see you've brought back I see you've brought back a large banquet of food.
Indeed,
Well?
quite a selection for palates of all shapes and sizes.
Just as I
I
said.
also got some.
Looks back and smiles at the guards.
They look, dude. They're all standing up now. They're all very excited.
Oh, just to lay this out before it has the chance to come up. Albrin left a single flank of human palatable meat that is not drugged, just on the off chance these things are like, you taste it first so that we know you're not trying to poison us.
Okay.
I don't eat flies.
All right, the Croak Chief stands up and stretches, and he comes up to you. Well, you actually did it.
We do a hell of a lot for our sister. So.
Indeed. I admit I have respect for that.
We
You
warriors
need
care
all of
very
my-
much for our family.
Yes, and I care very much for mine. Now,
Good to know.
set the food here in the center.
Yeah, he'll wheel it in here, and he'll as he starts to unload it, it's gonna take it down. Now, how do you prefer to be served? Do you eat all at once?
He pulls the wagon forward. My children, my brothers and sisters, dig in! And they all just leap forward. They're just gonna like eat straight out of the wagon, like they don't give a fuck. So yeah, they're all gonna come down and start eating on it. He grabs a handful of the food and he tastes it. Oh, delicious! Perfect. His mood immediately improves. To fix your friend, take one of the basilisks, cover her in its blood, and she will be fine. And he goes back to eating. They're all just munching. They're all just munching and crunching.
I'll get right on that.
Yeah, before anything else.
I'll bring you a basilisk body. Here you go.
Out of curiosity, is the large lizard eating as well?
Oh yeah, they're all fucking hungry. Like you can tell, Tavin especially, you can kind of tell after like sitting with them for a while. You know, some of their armors don't fit quite right. Like they're pretty like not in great shape looking. Some of them are, some of them aren't. They are just happy to be fed.
Some of them have red borders, some of them have white.
Yeah, exactly.
I will begin vigorously applying basilisk blood to my sister's face.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
you
give me.
do that. Yes, make sure you're very thorough. Every inch must be covered, or it will not
I
work.
hate this. I hate this.
Yeah.
Now that I can have levity about the situation again, I am desperately looking forward to seeing her face when she comes to.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, you take the time to slather her in the awful blood. The blood and the rock itself, after a moment, just falls away, and she is back to normal. And Tabitha, the first thing you see in front of you is a myriad of frog people and a giant lizard just devouring something, and it's just awful.
Oh no! Oh dear!
Sister,
Oh.
it's fine.
Oh,
It's fine. We've prepared a feast for our new friends. We should go upstairs. There's things worth investigating up there, so that I don't
sure.
see that we have drugged them.
I'm very sorry. Did I get? Oh dear, I'm very sorry.
Wendy stops over and puts a Cinnabon in Tabitha's mouth.
Oh, thank you very
Nothing
much.
at all to apologize for. You saved me from the same fate. It's the least I could do.
Oh, well, I'm glad you think of that. This is very nice.
I got
Yeah,
you
so
a
I-
whole box.
Oh,
Here
Well-
you go.
Wendy.
Well,
that's
brother,
so
lead the way.
sweet of you.
Yes.
You guys basically have free reign of this place because they are eating too much to give a single shit about what you do. So
I'm
you
All
can
right.
go wherever you want.
I'm going to begin vigorously studying the upstairs room.
Wendy is going to take the basilisk body with her because she's going to heal some of the people.
Oh,
Fair. Yeah,
that's
good,
a great
we
idea.
call.
ran into that one there. She hasn't seen any of the others, but yet.
Okay.
Now,
For now, I'll put it by that body.
Yeah.
I'm probably aware of these, right?
Oh yeah, you came through. So one of these statues.
One of them
totally
is headless, so yeah, I'm not
super
fucking.
dead. One is on its side and damaged pretty badly. One is standing upright.
We can probably heal the one standing upright. and we
You know, at least
Yeah.
one of them is probably fine.
Do I have mending at all? I don't think it would work anyways.
I-
It wouldn't work on
know.
something like this.
No.
Yeah, I was like, I do, but yeah, if it won't work. All right, I'm going upstairs. Do your dark duty.
Okay, you're going back up to this room.
Yes, so that
Alright.
I can come down and be like, oh my god, who killed these frogs?
Tabitha is just happily with
Well-
this little box of Cinnabons, just like basically eating them whole. I'm like,
No. No, Albrin is gonna go with. He's not gonna wait around in the frog room because if they have a time that passes between realizing something is wrong and actually falling asleep, he'd rather we were all somewhere else during that time.
Mhm. Okay,
So
so you guys, or do you?
I think we're all just gonna go with Tavin for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, because we don't know for sure if these guys, if that's all of them, or if they're keeping their word. So we're not gonna want him to wander off on his own and potentially die.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah. So you guys make your way up here with Tape. So I guess as you come back here, there might be some things I want to point out before you
Yeah.
I see
bypass
this.
them. Yeah, so there's some stuff and some things around. So yeah, you come up the stairs. There was a trap on these stairs, but Tavin, one of the frogmen, was nice enough to point it out to you, so you didn't just eat shit and die.
Oh, that was very kind of him. He didn't have to do that.
One of the frogmen was nice enough.
No, because of your kindness, I will eat the bullet.
Walks in,
Yeah.
gets fucking bisected, and they're like, oh, that was really nice of him.
will take the bullet on this
All right, so yeah, you make your way. Well, I guess I'll narrate what happens as we go through each room. That way we have
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's
cover
fair.
all my bases. So yeah. So as you come into this room, you can see there's lots of cots sort of set up, or some frogs were just hanging out and sleeping, sort of on these stones
This is the
above.
barracks.
Yeah, kinda. As you look at them, you see a symbol of the sun above each of them. If you want to investigate that any further, you can. If not, you can always move on.
Yeah, I'm curious about this symbol. I assume this is a religion check, yes? Or society?
Let me double check.
Pretty sure it's science. It's
So-
a star.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, excellent. Yes!
Oh yeah.
Tell me!
So Tabitha, you go up to one of these buttons simply just to sort of show everyone what happens. You press the symbol above, where these frogmen have been sleeping, and a light comes on.
Yes! All my years of academic study have taught me how a light switch works. You're welcome.
Thanks.
Yes.
You also know that you can go around and turn all of them on. You've seen something like this before, although it's a very old sort of thing that you don't really see a lot these days. You do know that this room also functions as a trap room. If you have 5 people and you press all 5 of these buttons at once, then after a few seconds, a huge net of lightning will fill up the room and just hurt real bad. And it just blinds you, and it's really nasty. So don't press them all at once, but you can do them individually, and the light comes on, light comes off, light comes on.
That is such a strange...
That's very specific.
That's...
I can tell how many player characters this module was designed for.
4 or 6.
Hey, Vinny. Just while we're here, since it's been a while, do you think you can patch me up a little bit?
I was just about to suggest the same thing.
Thanks.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
Hurt
This
me.
will hurt.
Ugh.
Hurt me more,
Oh,
Snake.
dear.
Yes. Collect any blood that drops. That's valuable. And let us see here. Let me go ahead and hopefully not fuck this up. Excellent.
Hey!
And now take your 3d8. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm feeling almost as good as I did this morning when I woke up, and that's an improvement.
Hooray!
Yes, well, thankfully you weren't turned to stone at any point.
That helps.
Yes.
I'm actually feeling pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah.
I should hope so. Boy, what a terrifying experience. It was one moment everything was happening, the next, clearly a large portion of time had past.
Yes.
I'll be completely honest. I have no clue how it ended.
Oh,
Bit
yes.
disorientating.
As the person who was there for the whole thing, I was very worried that I was going to have to get Father a Tabitha statue for a gift at the end.
Oh, that's so morbid.
That is a joke.
I know. It's not a good one. I'm sorry.
You know what, Tavin? I appreciate the joke. It's nice to hear you bring a little levity. And honestly, I'm feeling a little better.
Ooh. Tavin.
Good. I would
as-
much rather bring Father a living statue of you than a frozen one.
Living statue? I'm pretty sure you got all the stone. I hope so.
I got a very important
did.
question.
I was very thorough.
Very
What's
important
that,
question. While I was turned to stone, was this still working? He tinks the side of his halo.
No, actually, it froze right along with you, which was very confusing. But I don't question how these things work.
I don't
Oh,
question
forget
Lord.
petrification. I invented an anti-gravity spell.
All right, next room.
All right, you enter this room. You see all of these, badly damaged statues. You see a sort of like, hold on.
There we go. Thank you.
You see the walls are covered in sort of these reflective metal sheets, and you also see sort of a nest here.
Basilisk Central, and you can't look away. Oh, that means the classic make the monster look at a mirror apparently doesn't work on these things either, or else they would have never wanted to live in here.
Well,
What's,
there were two of them, and theoretically they do probably have to look at each other at some
I
points.
suppose that's true. What is this horrifying discoloration on the floor?
This is kind of like where their nest was.
That's
Oh, okay.
duty.
Yeah, it's mostly just like dirt and
Do you think
not
we
a
can
great
fix
nest.
this one?
I hope
Oh.
so, but we may want to wait just a little while. Taps the side of his nose.
Oh yeah, we should we'll look at everything else first.
Mm-hmm.
She returns the tap. like she reaches up and taps Albrin's nose.
I see you're picking up what I'm putting down.
All right, you guys go up the stairs.
Oh, twins with their little twin language.
There's the one step that would activate a bunch of poison darts flying out from the wall to hit you. You guys know to avoid that one because the frog told Tavin and Tavin told you. And up you go, the stairs.
Oh, twins speaking your twin language. We're speaking Undercommon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would know Undercommon, I think, but not if it's not on my sheet, I guess. Let's see. And then, what was in here? Is this like just a poopy room?
So you look there, and there's like a little slit at eye level that lets you sort of see inside, and it's... Do you have dark vision? I think you all have dark vision.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you look inside and you see nothing. You were able to kind of look into here earlier. Maybe it's some sort of guard outpost room, but there's like a bench in there you can sit on and not much else.
Ah, confessional. All right. I'm familiar
Or
with
a
the
prison.
concept. I saw this earlier.
That
Probably trapped.
you checked out the chest and it is just an empty open chest.
Oh.
Okay.
Which
well, there
means
was
they-
something in there in the past.
Someone else
Yes.
must have it.
Maybe there's a button or something on it.
We can ask
Yeah,
around.
Albrin's gonna just take a quick look, just because I feel like he would be wise
yes.
to like the false bottom, the invisible second chest, all the little like tricks someone might do to try to make a misdirect like that.
Oh yes, I suppose I could go downstairs and ask them real quick. I'll be right back.
Well,
If
don't
you
you want to
want.
show us? You're leading us towards this main, extremely conspicuous chamber. Surely we have.
oh,
time to
yes,
peek in
you're
there
right.
first.
You are our tour guide.
That's correct.
Yeah.
So, can I examine this chest just to make sure it is in fact just straight up an empty chest with no tricks?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I don't fucking know.
It looks pretty normal to you.
Yeah, all right. Sometimes the chest is just boring.
Just a boring.
Just a boring. All right. All right. So now that you're Tavin, you saw this as you were coming in here before. This was the Croak Chief's throne room. It's not shown on this map, but here is sort of a various pile of boobles and baubles and shiny things and stuff that he was using that he was using as a throne. Obviously, the scouts wouldn't have let you do anything with it before because that is their stuff, but they're not here right now.
I will not be. I will not be party to theft. What about what about this? Is that just a chair?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. And so, yes, this is where his little throne was. I can't believe he already had so many boobles and baubles. They said that the man never paid them.
Well, did any of them stick out? Can I use a perception check just to see if there's something worth yoinking after
yeah.
things escape?
Oh, you totally can.
Okay, I'm gonna perception for things worth yoinking.
I'm in here now, so I can't see you do it.
All right. I'll just copy and paste. The chest that Globlet uses to elevate his bizarre chair contains the Croak Chief's treasure. Several cleverly woven mats of reeds and grasses that are interesting but valueless, several pieces of fake jewelry, a smelly leather pouch containing 48 gold pieces, 5 gold braces worth 60 gold pieces each, 8 playing pieces from an ivory chest set worth 12 gold points each, a barkskin potion, and a +1 breastplate.
Okay,
Wow.
Damn, that pays us back for those drugs and more, Albrin doesn't say out loud.
Wendica will say that, but in Undercommon.
Here's how +1 armor works. We got the barkskin potion. These are all going to show up in your treasures in your journal.
Nice.
The rest is just basically, you can just count that as money. And you'll probably sell it as soon as you're able to. You just keep the money.
Cool.
So 48 plus 60 plus 12.
Well, it's 5 worth 60 each.
So 60 plus 60 is 120 gold pieces each.
Right, she's not taking it immediately just in case somebody comes up here, but she's keeping an eye on that.
Yep.
148, and then 8 times 12 is 96.
Oh yeah, 12 times 8, then plus 60 plus...
So it's 444. Oh, well, that divides out nicely.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so
Yeah,
each of us
60.
get 124? Was that?
The total is 444, so we can each get 111.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, nice. All right, I will add that right now.
So
Yeah, you can probably just do that now.
153. Okay, sweet. Dope.
As you get up here, Tavin, you're here with the holes, so you can like kind of look down and see through the hole of what's going on. And they're all sort of like snuggled up in this big sleepy frog pile. It looks like the plan has worked, and they're all just passed out,
Aw.
having a lovely sleep.
Oh
must
my!
be having a food coma nap, huh?
It's just like after Elf's Giving.
Indeed.
It is very much like that.
It is very much like Elfsgiving, which is a real holiday.
Whether that would have happened anyway, or if it's because of the poison, the sleep powder, you're not sure, but it works.
Just to check, she drops a silver through the hole to see if that wakes them up.
You drop a silver through the hole, it bounces on one's face. They're like, "Brr, brr, brr." They kind of swatted it, and they're sleeping.
Cool.
There. For how long, you're not sure, but.
Yes, I'm not sure what the deal is with this room. Like, obviously there are these holes in the floor that bring the sun down into the room below us, but also there's this pedestal, and I never got the chance to ask.
So here's the thing.
I'll go ahead and read the description of the room real quick now that you have time to search things without, the eyes of, frog people. An enormous sun symbol carved into the floor of this room glows with a warm light. The symbol is a loose spiral with triangles surrounding it like rays. 2 holes pierce the stone floor in the symbol, one at the symbol's center and the other at the end of the sun spiral. The walls are carved with intricate runes and a myriad of shapes of animalistic humanoid warriors. And it takes only a moment of examination to realize that these shapes represent the Pillar Watchers of Ground Keepway.
Oh.
A raised dais at the far end of the room contains a pedestal for a statue, but no statue is present.
Well, one surely must assume that this is where the curse breaker was meant to stand.
Yeah, do you suppose on each of these holes, then?
Yeah.
Or, oh, well,
I mean,
actually,
but
no,
the
that
thing,
makes
the
sense.
fact that light passes through that kind of makes me feel like it's a,
Intentional.
like a crystal glassy thing maybe that are supposed to go here.
Yeah, and I misunderstood. I was looking at these and not that. That makes more sense for a statue, but that does beg the question. This must be rather enormous. How does it just disappear?
Albrin's gonna walk up and take a look. Is there any sign that something was actually standing here and was, like, dragged away?
Yeah, give me a perception check as you sort of investigate the crime scene.
Roll for Ace Attorney music.
19? Yeah, so it doesn't look like someone just dragged it out of here. Maybe it was picked up or something, maybe it moved some other way, but there's no, like, scrape marks, because if it was like a big statue, if you dragged it on stone, it would leave, you'd know, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing obvious, so you can surmise that either, a bunch of people picked it up and moved it out of here, or something else, but it wasn't dragged out of here.
And still using that same value, is there... Now, obviously, we don't know what the statue looked like, but we can assume it most likely was probably of a bipedal figure. If I look at the dust on the floor here, is there an indication that, like, oh yeah, there were feet on this, and they were moved away more recently because the rest of this has more dust than those spots?
Oh yeah, that's exactly the case, yeah. Yeah, you're able to figure that out pretty easily.
Well, if the statue that was in the bottom, if covering it with basilisk blood doesn't fix it, then that's probably what's supposed to go here.
What?
Perhaps. Although, if this...
Using the feet as a base of which, the size of the feet as a base of which to judge the size of the rest of the statue. Does it look like it's a life-size statue of a person, or is it
it's a big statue. This is like, from what
it's
you can tell,
bigger than life-size.
It's definitely bigger than you guys. Yeah, it's like, for simple terms, it would be the size of like a large creature.
Gotcha.
Maybe bigger. It's hard to tell just looking at the base, but yeah, something big was here.
Well, there may be one or more potential witnesses. He looks down to the floor below.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I don't believe we'll be able to ask them until they wake up, and I would hate to interrupt their sleep.
Oh, I wasn't talking about them, actually. Perhaps it's time to wake up those other people.
Yes, the
again.
statues. The statues, yes.
Steps over and taps Albrin's nose.
Thank you.
Well, I'll continue investigating in here while you do your dark deeds.
Yeah. I'll see you in a bit.
Is there anything that I can do to assist?
It's fine.
Yeah, so Tabitha, do you wanna like look around and kind of do stuff?
Yeah.
Or do you mean with the blood? Okay.
I mean, either or, really. Tabitha isn't too certain what is needed of her currently, just because...
Or what the plan is downstairs.
Yeah, because to her, she's like, my siblings seem to have figured out everything they wanted to already, so I don't want to...
Okay. And you guys can do whatever. I need to just grab something real quick. So yeah. You're going downstairs to sort of revive the stoned people to see like if they know anything.
Yeah, well, the one that's not super fucked up for starters.
Yeah, the lady way down here.
I guess, yeah. So so there's the lady, and then also the one not fucked up statue in here. Yeah.
Hey, I just had some fun bastard thoughts.
Oh.
You could, so if one of the goals is to take horrible vengeance upon the frog people for their shitty behavior.
Blast this floor so it crashes down, rocks fall, and kill everyone?
No. So you take one of the statues, just completely get rid of it. Just take it out of the building. Probably this one, since it's closer to the door. You just take it, move it outside, hide it under a bush. When then you go and you murder all of the frogs except one, whichever one we want to get answers out of. Then when I come down and say, "Oh my God, what happened?" you could sit there and say, "Yeah, craziest fucking thing. One of the statue people, when we woke them up, went crazy and killed all the frogs."
That's hilarious. But
It's also a lot of work, and and you don't necessarily have the time for that.
Yeah, I think we'll start by freeing this person, because they're the first one we're gonna come to.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this one down in the basilisk room.
Yeah.
All right, let me drag you all down.
He wakes up and goes crazy and kills the frogs.
And if assuming this works, and this is not just a statue or doesn't work for some reason, when they start to come out of stone, Albrin's gonna clamp a hand over their mouth just so that they don't start freaking out and wake up all the frogs.
Okay, you go and you slather blood all over this one. You have 2 basilisk bodies. You had to use a lot on Tabitha. You have just enough to coat this one, but it doesn't seem to do anything. You just now have a bloody statue.
A very bloody statue. All right.
All right.
Then I think in that case, I think
Try the one by the door.
Yeah, well, I think what we'll probably want to do is if we can set a bucket under this thing or something and try to wipe the blood off of it so that we can try the other one.
Well, there was a we killed 2 of these things. There's got to be another one we can.
Well, no,
work
because
on.
we used one on Tabitha, and then we have.
right,
Oh,
right,
you used one on Tabitha and this one. You still have one left.
Oh, I see. Okay, in that case, yeah, we don't have to do anything crazy to try to conserve it, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's the other one.
good.
Yeah,
you got
I
this
guess
one.
we can grab this and take it into this room and try to wake up.
Remember
this...
your gloves.
Yes.
I'm wearing my striking
I mean,
gloves.
you think
That's
we're
what
not
I'm
gonna wear
doing
gloves
this.
for basilisk blood jamboree?
Oh, Tavin didn't. He didn't want to ruin his gloves.
Oh, yeah. No.
Good
Okay,
man.
you come down here and you coat this petrified woman in blood, and same deal. Nothing happens.
Oh.
Is it too long?
Wait!
Hmm.
You gave us the overly realistic statue shtick.
Well, actually,
Well,
is it
there might-
possible that it's been too much time? Is
Yeah,
that a...
that would be possible. I think.
Give me an Arcana check,
Yeah.
since this is dealing with sort of the magic of how that works.
Ooh.
Okay, 28. Yeah, you're thinking about it, and you're like, why doesn't it work? And you remember way back when reading about basilisks, basilisk blood. And yeah, the only way to cure petrification from a basilisk is to take their blood and coat it on the individual, but you only have so much time to do so before the blood loses its potency. And from the looks of it, it has been too much time.
Oh no, we fucked
Bummer.
up.
For amount of time, is it time of petrification or time of basilisk death?
Basilisk death. It's been
Basilisk.
dead for
Yeah.
too long. Yeah.
Bummer.
What is
Ah.
this? I need to read something very, very quickly. Okay. You conjure an animal.
Summon
Oh!
a basilisk to
Summon
kill.
a basilisk. We kill. It turns 2 of us into statues, and we have to kill it.
No, it serves me.
It
Oh.
does serve him. So
All
yeah,
right.
we have the ones you selected. I don't know if Basilisk is part of the entire list, but you have some that you were like, I will use these. But if you can find the list of all the ones you can summon, and Basilisk is on there, well,
Okay.
Well,
Here's what I suggest we do. That's a bummer, but we can still take the statues out of here, and like it's not like it will be impossible to get fresh basilisk blood anywhere in the world ever again.
Yeah.
So we can
that's a
still
fair
help
point.
these people. We just can't help them right now.
We can carry them out to the front door and
okay.
Take
They're
them
part
on
of
their
the
way
Lean
map,
them up
out.
so-
against the wall.
Yeah, they're part of the map, so I can't move them. But yeah,
Yeah.
you do that. Okay.
yeah,
That's fine.
they're just a little too high of a CR for me to summon. unfortunately, because
Yeah.
I can only summon like
tough.
I think a level 3 CR creature.
Probably. It's usually like 2 less than you. It's usually how those things work.
Yeah.
We
And
will
then-
return when we level up.
And then-
Tabby?
I think then the only other place for us to check out is over here.
Yeah.
The bookshelves.
Books?
That sounds like a Tabby thing to do. You wanna help out with that?
Yes, I would
And then
love
whatever's over this way.
I think that's just the other door outside.
That's the other way.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that leads back
Gotcha.
outside. That's the other way you could have come in.
Right.
Okay, so as you guys make your way to that place, Tavin, let's cut back to you. What else are you doing up in here?
Mostly investigating and stalling for time because I, Austin, think that they're down there to kill a bunch of frogs.
You sort of just meander your way across this room because you're trying to figure out like what's the deal. You come across this wall and it shows.
Yeah,
you know,
I'll definitely be looking at that mural.
Yeah, because there's a mural. There's lots of. It looks like all of the oh heck, I've lost the name. But the Pillar Watchers are all standing here. It's all in a language you don't quite recognize. If you want to try to see what's up, you can give me a society check to decipher writing, or you can give me, since there's a lot of magics going on here, this is clearly a magical place.
Society.
Arcana. Fun too. Okay, so this you look at it and you're like, oh, you've seen this language before. This is Wangi. This is the language you saw back at the caravan house. You're able to sort of piece out the meaning of some of them. You're able to find the names of all of the Pillar Watchers here. There's one called Bone Seeker. There's one called Cry Keeper. There's one called Follow Bringer. And at the end, you see Cursebreaker, a very large humanoid man with an antler, with like the head of a gazelle, and it has the antlers and everything. So you at least now know what it looks like.
Indeed.
Let's see. As you sort of examine around, you find yourself looking again at this glowing, because it's actively glowing, like it's producing light.
Mhm.
Give me an Arcana check.
Great. I'm not good at this.
We could always send Tabitha back up there too.
I'm contemplating magic. Magic's not real, only God.
Oh, how amusingly backwards
for
our
this,
opinions
for
are.
this one. So there's something a little more specific here. You can give me nature or religion as well.
Oh, religion, you say?
I do.
You see, magic's not real, only God.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're able to sort of figure this out. As you look back from the mural back down to the ground, back to the mural, back to the ground, you can see that there's a part of the mural where there's a number of people sort of standing around in certain positions around a sun that looks just like this, and they're doing some sort of ritual or some sort of something.
How delightfully backwards. Let's see here. I want to see if I can kind of look at where they're standing on the sun, see if it connects to some of these dots.
Let's see.
I'm just trying to see if there's a spot where it coincides with the way that the dots are placed.
Yeah, so there's one person standing in this, like, on top of the center hole. They don't fall through because it's too small, but there's one person on this hole.
Mm-hmm.
There's one person on this hole. And then there's, anyone else who is part of it is just sort of around. They're sort of adjacent, so like kind of here and down here.
Okay. And how many people total are on the sun?
4.
How about that? Alrighty then. Well, I shall wait. Patience is a virtue.
Meanwhile, probably don't take that with you. Let's leave that here for now.
Oh, this is lovely. Oh, I can finally show my stuff. I can't really hit anything with a rock, but I can hit the books, I assure you.
I'm sure you'll
Alright.
find lots of stuff to do in here.
Alright, the east and west walls of this long room are covered with cubbies and shelves. A few scraps of leather and parchment remain, but most materials in this room have been heaped on the floor and slathered with mud to create a sodden nest. The south end of the room has collapsed and seems impassable. A large pool of blood and the remains of a messily butchered carcass, both crawling with fat flies, rest near this collapse.
Oh.
So that's over here. To get up here, you guys had to go up and around. Down through here, this wall is collapsed and you can't get through here, so you kind of go up and around.
Well, that's grody.
And this is a wall of debris, and also where that dead body is.
Oof.
It is gross and stinky.
Well, that's unfortunate, but, I might as well get cracking to see if any of these, books might have some interesting details.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go, check out some other things and see if there's anything else I can dig up, okay?
Sounds good. Albrin taps Wendica's nose.
You wanna come with, Ellie?
He looks at you expectantly.
She stares back, head empty.
Who will crack first?
Well, listen, all the same, I'll remain here and begin reading, but do be quiet. I mean, they're having a nice little nap.
Yeah. I can be quiet.
Don't leave me hanging.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
No, by going through that door, you are leaving me hanging. Let it go.
So as they go through the door, we'll focus on Tabitha first. So yeah, as you look through these books, like, man, none of them are in good shape. They're all, like, wet and gross. As you're kind of looking around, you could probably tell this is where that giant lizard was nesting, and everything is just fucked.
Oh boy, I doubt I'm going to
Give me a perception check, though.
Of course.
See if you notice anything else.
Let's see here. Perception. Oh dear.
13.
No.
So as you look around, you notice that in the nest in the center of this room, you do see something glimmer for just a second, but it's also buried under a bunch of gross, yucky moss and plant and paper, wet and mud. It's gross.
I pull out my any tool and turn it into a shovel and start digging.
You shovel it, and you don't get dirty. Here's what you find. So
The real threat of that room.
Tabby doesn't like being gross.
You find egg.
And that's 50 gold each. Damn.
So that's 250 gold, a pouch containing 99 gold pieces, and an oily button.
Hot damn, an oily button.
An oily button. A thin sheen of slick oil covers this gaudy button. When you activate the oily button, your attempt to disarm your opponent of an item before the start of the opponent's next turn is a +4 circumstance bonus instead of 2, and a -2 circumstance bonus to attacks with the items of other checks requiring a firm grasp on the item, lasts until the end of its next turn, or until it uses an interact action to adjust its grip.
Well, that sounds like an
Sure.
alley thing. That's kind of cool.
You succeed in an athletics check to disarm, and you must be an expert in athletics.
Yeah, no, Tabitha takes that. I was like, well, that's positively charming. Look at that. It's a little slickery, though. I'd like to do...
it's gross.
I'd like to clap my hands, do detect magic. Anything else magical within 30 feet of me?
Nope, looks like you got everything.
All right. Oh, there's also a doorway down there. I'm not going down there just yet. And yeah, that'll probably do it for Tabby.
All right. Back to Wendica and Twinbrin.
Altwin?
Altwin.
Yeah.
They're both awful. What are you guys up to?
Today on Murder Hobos.
Al
We're taking care of this, right? Or
Albrin crouches down next to this, kind of looks over the pile of sleeping frogs and one giant lizard. Oh. I guess we could just pop on out and tell the city guard that there's a pile of criminal frogs in here for them to arrest.
oh, that would be easier. But we should, like, I don't know, I'm sure there's something good on them if we, like, pat them down entirely.
No, you know what, there's exactly
I want my
one thing we
bracelet
need.
back.
Yes, there's one thing and one thing only. Albrin's just gonna, he's gonna filch Wendica's bracelet off of this thing.
Yep, you give me a stealth check.
Oh no.
There's a chance he could wake up. Okay, no, you're fine. So yeah, the sleeping powder. He grumbles, and he sort of, as you take off the bracelet, he sort of rolls around, and now his face is sort of just in the pile of other frog people, and his back is towards you.
Does there seem like there's anything else interesting on his person, or nah?
On his person, probably.
Yes.
Let me double
There
check.
might be, yeah, given his propensity for boobles.
I mean, considering that we just stole all of his boobles.
So yeah,
Tavin walks out. Oh, the throne seems so much larger coming in.
So from what you can see, let's see. He doesn't have any any. Wait, let me double check. Let me double check. Let me check something, because he has weapons and stuff on him, but let me see if it's anything worth actually.
Because like if he's got more boobles,
Okay.
I'd love some boobles.
Yeah. Okay. So no, he has a great club on him, and he has a couple javelins sort of strapped to his back.
Do we want any of those? I don't think they're really gonna be
ungainly
useful.
weapons. No.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, I'll just let Town Guard know. Do you think they're gonna be strong enough to deal with this, though?
I mean, I would hope that this city could put up a couple dozen guards to subdue frogs.
Actually, if these frogs were helping the cultists, they might all
the
be cursed.
Oh,
And if they're
that's
getting
a good
arrested,
point,
that's
too.
like dozens of human guards that would just suddenly turn, and that would also mean the protection for the town also disappears.
Okay, that's a good point.
Maybe murderous intent is good.
Are we gonna be... The quietest we could be here is if we drag them out one by one and deal with it in a different room.
I mean, if they're drugged, like you'll get a little bit out of them when you cut their throats, but like it's not going to be like "Wah!" 'cause they're
Yeah.
they're unconscious. Like they'll probably hardly even feel it. It would be a mercy.
Yeah, I
The
feel
gulp
kind
between Austin the player and
Happens. No, I feel you, Austin.
I feel bad
ner-
about this.
I'm normally the murder guy too, and Tabby would just not.
I feel like
Wendica feels bad about this, but she'd do it if she feels like it's necessary at this point, I think. So...
Oh. Your point is valid, but I feel like in a city of this size, there's still gotta be enough non-human guards to beat these guys up.
But then the non-human guards would be carriers.
I mean, not if they like armor up.
Oh, that's true. Well,
I feel like it should be possible. It's probably simpler if we just kill them ourselves, but like, I don't know.
Oh man, think about all the XP we would get.
That was what I was thinking of.
All the experience
Joking. Yeah.
points.
in our milestone
yeah.
campaign.
Oh, all right.
All right, we'll do murder.
You've
I guess murder time it is.
I wonder if any of these rooms can just straight up be like barricaded shut, and we just chuck them all in a room and leave them there.
I mean,
they've got a giant lizard on their side.
I'm gonna be real. Your options are kill them or let them live peacefully. I don't think there's anything deep, because like there's also a path down here we can take in the bottom right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's more to explore, quite frankly.
No.
That's the
That's
exit.
exit.
Oh, that's
So
an exit.
at the beginning when I said there's a main door and a side
That
door,
just
this is the
leads
side
outside.
door. Yep, so that just leads back outside.
Oh, all right. Why don't we just tell the town, and they can decide how they want to handle it. These guys aren't going anywhere anytime real soon.
They might pay us for the tip.
Yeah.
That's
We've
bounty
already
hunting, baby.
We've already
Yep,
told them about
It is.
the curse, so if they fuck up and get a bunch of people infected for no good reason, that's on them as far as I'm concerned. They have all the information to handle this responsibly.
I really like your trust in systems of people to not fuck up such a
Yeah.
simple thing as not getting everybody sick. That
This
is
is
that is
true.
just charming.
Looks at the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear your mask.
So, some of those guards are just gonna be like, "Psh, oozes aren't even real." Like,
My sister sent me a painting she drew of the interior of one of those healer camps, and there were no people there, only oozes.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So what are you guys up to?
I think we're just gonna go get Tavin, and we're gonna go, and I think we should bring the Croak Chief with us. So that because like he's the only one who might plausibly have valuable information. The rest of these guys are just throw him out of town or kill him or whatever you want to do with them. But
As you walk back in, Tavin appears to be doing like the dance as best as he can. Oh, hello.
Well, if he's doing that, Albrin's definitely going to stop at the threshold and watch him do the dance for as long as it takes for him to notice them.
Absolutely.
He gets through about half a cycle and then turns. Hello. Yes, I was just doing this. There's this mural, and on the mural, it looks like they have some sort of silly ritual to a false god. I was hoping to reenact it here, but it looks like there's not enough of us. Or there's not enough of me by myself. Just out of curiosity, perhaps if we all stand on this magical circle, maybe we'll get some kind of hint.
Looks at the mural. How many people are doing the thing?
4.
4?
Or
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Well, let's go
grab
get Tabby.
Tabitha and have a just dance
Kuchao!
marathon.
Tabitha, I'm sure you'd make your way back up there eventually.
They
So
are snoring so peacefully. Listen.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think anything would
Indeed.
wake them up.
None of them will ever come close to knowing other fates that could have awaited them.
yeah, you can hear them through the floor. It's like obnoxious.
They are sleeping like the dead. It's positively charming. Now, by the way, Albrin, I've found an oily button. While humorous named, it is actually incredibly efficient.
He gives you a skeptical eyebrow, but looks at the receipt for the item description and goes, "Oh,
Oh, indeed, it's all yours, my friend. My
thank
brother,
you.
I should
will
say.
treasure this oily button."
Yes, don't lose it. It's actually very slick. But yeah, what are we doing? Sorry, I just got here.
We're doing a ritual dance.
Taven invited us to have a good old-fashioned hoedown.
Well, that sounds charming. Sure.
Yes. Everybody stand on one of these spots indicated on this mural over here.
Okay, so...
So one of
here-ish.
us, Wendica, if you could stand on that dot right there,
Yes, of course.
and
We're gonna look
I'm
so
on
silly.
this one.
Speak for yourself. I'm going to look fabulous.
And
All right.
You always look fabulous, my
Everyone
dear
give
brother.
me a nature or religion check, whichever is better for you.
Fuck.
I have neither of those.
God!
I'll do nature, and oh boy.
I actually do have some religion.
I
For
got
all
nothing.
the good that it did me.
Alright, Taven, it makes the most sense that you succeed. You've had time to study this. Your siblings kinda, they're not great dancers, but you're able to sort of like make up for it with how well you perform this.
Somehow
guys-
I dance better than Wendica.
Do I have a better
Yeah.
song for this? Do I have like a magical song? Let me see.
A
This one.
magical song.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Hamster dance comes on. What's this one? Can't even hear this one. Okay, sure. This'll work. as you guys do the dance around the sun, the light coming from beneath you starts to sort of magnify and it starts to intense. You notice the dais where the Cursebreaker would be standing also starts to glow. After a few moments of doing the dance, an orb of light appears in front of you, Tavin.
Oh.
And it starts to go down through the hole that you're standing on to the bottom floor. It goes into the pile of frog people.
Frogs!
Oh no.
And it makes its way back up. And as it enters the room, you all feel a whole lot better. As it enters the room, it goes up and down in a cycle. It's going in a circle, basically, from the top floor to the bottom floor. After a few moments, you guys are at full hit points.
Hey.
Oh!
You feel every time the orb enters the room, you feel a healing, loving energy encompass you. And after some time, you guys are back in tip-top shape.
Well,
Yeah.
well.
Tavin's got a little tear in his eye.
Oh,
Thank you, Arthur.
well done, Taven.
You're welcome.
Well, he's the... Now, I believe that was a result of the silly ritual from the primitive, unbelieving weirdos that you were just criticizing.
Well, just because they don't know what it is that they are praying to doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
Okay.
In any case,
All right, brother.
in any case, their interpretation, their I know what the Cursebreaker statue looks like. It's a man with a gazelle head.
Tabby in her head is just like, that was a pretty cool, you're right, but I'm more right to give to these people.
That's what I do. I'm
That's how the
religious.
David- A man with a gazelle head. We haven't seen any statues like that while we've been around town, have we?
Not that one specifically, but all of the Pillar Watchers are some sort of man or animal or part man, part animal.
Yeah.
So it checks out.
Well, suppose we'd best keep an eye out, but to be honest, I suspect if the statue wasn't simply destroyed where it stood here, there must have been some reason why they wanted it intact. But in all likelihood, it was taken from this place by the man who wrote that extremely long-winded journal, or his associates.
And incredibly incriminating.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Just
I too make a large detailed list of all of my crimes.
I mean, you gotta have your God forgive
and we
you.
love you for it. He taps David on the shoulder. All right, I say we grab the head frog, take him back to town, and let them sort the rest of this lot out.
Yeah, that works.
I think that's a wondrous idea.
Taven, give me a perception check.
I will do that.
For you, I will do this thing.
And nothing more. 13. All right, it's not too hard to notice. You start to feel some vibrations from under your shoe where you're sort of standing on this hole. As the light goes back in, and you kind of look down the hole and you see it enter the groups of frogs again. They start to wake up.
Yep, I was worried about that. It would heal them.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay. Well,
Well, I believe that's our cue. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, let's go. We
Well,
should
the good news is
say goodbye to our guests.
Yeah,
or
because
to our
we
hosts.
didn't murder a bunch of them, technically, we haven't actually broken our agreement with them in any way.
well, we
we
stole their stuff, which we weren't supposed to do.
But they don't know that yet. It's fine.
What did we do?
We
Nothing.
stole
Dun, dun,
their
dun.
baubles.
And wait, what's this about not killing them?
That's the thing
Nothing.
that we did.
Well, I suppose you're right.
Yeah, it's a little strange to just open.
That's a strange thing to say, but I guess I can't fault you for it.
I won't lie. These little critters really ruffled my feathers, but you know.
All right, you guys make your way back into the main room, and they're all just sort of standing there watching the light come down through the ceiling, go back up. Only the Croak Chief notices you all come, and the rest are just too it's like their pictures. They're like, wow. They're all like big mouth open. Dude, check it out. The Croak Chief puts his hand up and the light passes through and goes back up. He notices you all skulking around the side.
I mean, I'm walking. I'm straight. Like, I don't know what we're hiding, if anything, and I just will walk up. And I actually want to teach them how to do that.
Okay.
Like, just in case they need it.
Yeah, he looks at you, Tavin, as you approach. What is this?
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. It is a miracle from the author of our trials, offered to us to give all of us good health, especially when we were so hurt by the fight with the basilisks earlier. Here, if you take 4 of you, and it seems that only 4 would be needed upstairs, and then I sort of show him where all they need to stand in relation to the little solar thing, and have the rest of you sit under here. This light will come, and it will heal you. Courtesy of the author.
He doesn't know about all this author stuff, but he understands the gist of what you're saying. He looks at you, sort of perplexed. He doesn't really know exactly how to feel. No one has ever shown my tribe this kindness. What is it you want in return?
I just want you to know where it comes from, and to be grateful for it.
He looks as the light. After some time, the light dissipates and it stops its cycle. He turns to you and he walks to you. He puts both of his hands on your shoulders and he just looks you straight in the eye. Thank you. I have never seen my tribe this healthy, this in good of shape.
There is no need to thank me. He
shakes his hand. I
am but a servant.
Perhaps the way we acted before was wrong. To make up for this grave error, I think he struggles to find the words in common. We will forever ally our tribe with yours.
Thank you. None of us are free of sin. But with faith, there can at the very least be hope. And we would be honored if you would. We would be honored to accept that.
What will you have us do?
We're looking to murder a motherfucker. No.
End session. No. That would have been amazing. I'd have been like, yeah?
We're looking for the man who took the statue upstairs. We suspect that he is the same man who gave you this assignment.
Perhaps.
Do you know anything about him? Anything about where he is?
When we arrived, we saw no statue, only where one stood.
I see.
We were told that if we guarded this place for him, he would keep us supplied and fed, and for a time that was true. But a few days ago, they stopped coming with food and trinkets for us.
Do you remember what this fellow looked like?
His human man. Beard, hairy face. Humans look the same to me, so it is difficult to describe.
Did he like...
That's fine. That's fine. Looks at all these frog icons.
Did this individual like to debate?
Debate.
You know,
I have heard that is something the people of the city like to do, but no. I do not think so.
Okay. Well, at least we know it's not Barcelona.
It
Do
wouldn't have
we?
surprised me if it was.
I know, so I thought I'd check, just in case.
In any case, perhaps. So you have no idea where he may be?
No.
Hmm.
I am afraid not.
I see.
Considering everything that's happening right now and that he was human, there's a very real chance he was gotten.
Yes, indeed. That was what I was thinking as well. However, it still doesn't account for everything. If he is the same person who took the curse breaker before having the boggards here to guard it, quote, big air quotes, so that nobody would come looking for it, then there's a chance that the curse wouldn't affect him at all.
Oh, that's a fair point. I hadn't considered that. Well, in any case...
I suppose
Yeah.
our best lead is this city. What do they call it? The city that was like far away.
Oh,
The
yes.
holy city of Zatrambo.
The holy city of Zatrambo.
Yes, yes. It's just to the east of here. It'll be a bit of a trek, but it's probably worth it. It's probably where the statue is.
Indeed.
As you bring up the name of that city, the Croak chief gets a grim look on his face. Our old home was close to that cursed city, full of demons and devils and wicked beasts.
Oh. Well,
If you are going there, you must be very careful.
What can you tell us about these demons and devils and wicked beasts?
We have never been inside the city, but when they came, they drove us out from our territory.
I see.
They are very powerful, even more so than me.
Well, thank you for your warning. We will be very careful.
He gives you a nod. For now, we will stay here. It is safe and not outside.
Safer now. I lean in and give him a hug.
He's taken aback, and it's sort of like,
Yeah,
well,
it's weird because it's just
it's weird.
weird monkey behavior.
Also, is this a skin contact free hug?
Probably not, but you know.
Okay.
You going for that hug. He just kind of is taken aback, and he pats you on the back.
He's like side hugging. All right, weirdo.
You elves are strange, but I thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well-
Well then.
I feel like we've probably overstayed our welcome, and we should probably think about making our way over to that city.
Indeed. But we should probably rest for the night first.
I agree.
I'm tired.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I actually feel quite
Yeah, you guys are feeling pretty good
Alert.
after all that healing energy you just bathed in. So you're feeling
I'm
pretty good.
emotionally tired. There's
That's
a
fair.
difference.
I have watched two of my siblings turn into statues today, and
Exactly.
the other one nearly die.
Uh-huh.
Well, if everyone is ready, I say it's about time we popped off.
Yes. Now die.
That's not what happens. All right. And I can think of no better place to close but there.
And like 45 minutes later, where the fuck is my shit?
Yeah. I know.
So it looks like you're not gonna do it, Arrow. So I'll let people know when I had DM'd him. So I was like, "Hey, man, You could tell them that there's a great blessing in that room if they press all 5 switches, but they all have to be in there because it would just light all of them up.
Yeah. I decided I didn't want to step on the genuine emotional
Yeah.
in-character moment.
Super
Albert was
fair.
standing there kind of fuming like, fuck, man, now I can't... But, like...
Oh, you can do whatever you want.
No,
They'll trust
but,
you
like,
now.
No. He was just like...
Out of curiosity,
don't know how to feel
since
about
we're not
this.
going back there, how much damage does that trap do?
I think it was like 5d6.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Let me. I don't
Yeah.
remember on the top of my head. I'm not gonna pull it back up, but
Yeah,
I know I still have it up. Let me see. I can look.
They'd probably survive.
they'd probably survive.
Yeah, it's not an insta death electric trap. It's just nasty and not fun.
It'll take about 4 tries before you get the blessing.
hmm
Everything before that is just a trial.
Indeed.
Okay.
Just gotta keep at it.
And remember, you can't do the dance in between turns. That's cheating.
That's cheating.
All right, we'll draw this to a close. Next up, Chapter 2, Journey to Holy Zatramba. Also, you guys
Oh,
level
wow.
up.
Hey!
Hooray!
Let's look at fan art.
We have fan
Yeah!
art, and we have an Imgur courtesy of Lester 2020. Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
So, did we, like, full clear this chapter? It feels like we went everywhere that we were given any indication we ought to go.
We'll see when we do the wrap up at the very end.
Cool.
Sounds good.
We're starting with Homestyle Trixie. Hey, have you seen my up dog?
What is up, dog?
Not much. What's up with you?
Oh, you.
Ba-dum-bum.
Bang.
From Homestyle Trixie, Elves versus Invisible Maze. God, our dumbasses.
Let me put on some happier music. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Get
It's
to
time for the fan art. Here we go. All right.
Ah, classic. Thank you very much. From
Can't go wrong.
Transpuns, roll to live in our society.
Sure is nice for this adventure, or at least this part of the adventure.
Oh, I'm gonna be useless. Thank you very much. From Homestyle Trixie, Terry Boggard.
Rock you!
Very nice.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you very much. From Killer Hat Dude. A helk nueve godverdenicana in defak.
Jeez. Oh, hey.
Thank you very much.
I see Killer Hat Dude. Killer Hat Dude speaks Undercommon.
From Lester 2020.
Oh, cigarette
It's the-
is there.
What smoking? That is a huge cigarette. That's like as big as the rat.
Yeah.
What else did you expect?
You're right.
Cigarette Valor Academy made an appearance.
Thank you
Beautiful.
very much. From Homestyle Trixie, Boggards teach Tabitha magic muscle. God, I got
Nice.
pelt in the face immediately. From Transbun, it's the king of games.
Now put this lighter on your wrist.
For lots of Yu-Gi-Oh ones, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, from Ziggy. Oh,
Yep. Here we go.
excellent.
You'll never defeat my Blue Eyes White Dragon card.
I can with drugs.
My grandfather's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba.
Oh, Exodia. Anyway.
I love how the roles keep switching as we go
Yeah.
further
Yeah.
down from
Oh, I
Lester.
actually love this edit. It's very well integrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good. I think you would wear something like this.
That's your season 2 outfit, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was his too.
Perfect. Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much. From Homestyle Trixie, Varia's Rock You Like a Hurricane.
I listened to that.
It's a good band. Thank you very much.
10 out of 10.
From Lester 2020, yup.
Yup.
Getting stoned. I like the
Yeah.
Stoned.
faint glow from the
The
halo.
faint glow from the halo, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Oh, we all got little magic cards from Happy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah,
Cool.
Tabitha, Voice of the Academy. And Albrin,
Ooh, you got trample.
the never caught.
I know nothing about magic.
I know
so I'm
nothing
going
about
to
magic.
Assume this is all very good.
Yeah, I don't know magic either.
I know a little bit, but not a ton. I'd use my card.
Wendica, fist of the head empty. Excellent.
Beautiful.
We got more, of course. Tavin, eye of the high chair.
Enters the battlefield. All other clerics gain -1/-1 until the end of your end step. For each cleric that dies this way, someone that's nasty. Yeah. What little I know about magic, that's a decent made-up card.
Cool. Thank you very much. From Killer Hat Dude, dog has become dead.
I love this meme or it's like dog has become Catholic, or like those ones are so
Yeah.
funny to me.
Yeah.
Love it.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Aw.
Oh, yay! From Princess Tokyo Moon. It's my
Thank you.
She's
girl.
very cute.
This is just before she turned to stone.
Yeah.
Almost died.
Oh,
Everything is going great. Fuck.
Thank you very much.
I love this.
From Homestyle Trixie.
Weekend at Albrin's.
Very nice. Thank you very much. From Monster 2020, that thumbs up. Very important.
I like to think, what was, I thought to ask this earlier, but I didn't. Like, he realized he was turning to stone. What pose would he have made? Would it have been like a thumbs up? Or, like, would he have done a cool guy pose? Or would he have just been like, oh no!
Leave a cool statue.
Yeah, I think he would have been like, ah, shit, well, you gotta make the most of this.
Just look cool at the end.
And then from Lister 2020, oh boy, another one got stoned. Hap! Hap!
Hep.
Hap! Thank you very, very much. From Homestyle Trixie, who is Mom?
That'd
I
be
can
our
You
mom.
can make something or you can get food. Where are you at?
Archive of the Sun.
Take a photo.
All right. Click.
What Wendica smoking?
A Capri Sun.
Very funny. From
Silly.
Homestyle Trixie, streamers be like, there it is.
There it is. It's the stream.
That's
You found it.
That's just how
You
it
win.
be. I love that the rock with muscles is floating downstream, which, based on what its components are, would absolutely not float at all.
Yeah.
He's using his muscles to
He's,
float.
he's swimming. It's
He's flapping his
ripped.
muscles. Yep.
Thank you very much. Lester 2020.
In real time, possibly while streaming it to an audience full of unknowable demons.
Tavin 2021. We like you guys, the audience members. You're not demons.
From Homestyle Trixie.
Bastard thoughts. Those were Austin's bastard thoughts, not Taven's.
Don't, I feel you, man. I feel you. That's the problem with being a goody two shoes. Never worth it. From Homestyle Trixie.
I'm not sure
The
what this
dance.
is.
It's,
okay.
it's the dance from Mother 3.
Oh.
Thank you very much. And then from Hatter.
Here to kill a motherfucker.
I think there's one more.
Yeah, I think we got a
There's-
few more.
Whoa.
There's one more in the fan art live.
Scrolling. Ah.
Now die.
Master 2020.
Bang.
Cool beans. Well, thank you, everybody. And hey, Kiane,
Hey, me.
thanks for running this. This is real fun.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I'm glad you all didn't die.
God,
Me too.
Ooh.
We cut it pretty close.
Got it close.
Yeah?
I really thought the only reason that Albrin had already turned to stone so quickly was that he had crit failed. I didn't realize it was 2 you're
I
out.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 and you're out.
God,
You're
that's
slowed and then you're stoned.
that's fucking bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, they're
brutal.
rough.
Because that's a high save too, considering what happened,
Mhm.
and we just could not roll what we needed.
Yeah.
I'm so like
Poor
I
Wendica
kept
in this
rolling, like,
fight.
8s.
Yeah.
3 to 8.
Yeah,
To
Sometimes
attack?
it just happens. It's not your fault.
it's Noah's fault. as we
Yeah,
all do.
yeah, it was rough.
God, yeah, no,
I'm
Tavin.
sorry.
Like everyone was rolling pretty rough. Fuck. Cool.
Yeah, it was tough. I like that though. I'm like, yeah, it's honestly kind of refreshing to like be like challenged in a D&D.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
nice.
it depends.
Yeah. It's really funny because, like, man, we avoided a lot of combat, and
You sure did.
I would wager in that room where you fight them, it's not the end of the world, but fuck, dude.
Yeah, I think the basilisks are probably a separate encounter. Like, they probably hang out in that room next door.
And he just went to go get them because he was like freaking out. He's like, this wasn't in a script. This is bullshit.
I still want to.
I thought about
Yeah,
what they would
actually-
do. It's like, well, they're not inclined to be nice to you. They have their thing that they're
Yeah.
doing. Why would they be like, oh, sure, guys, let's just hang out and have
No,
a game?
yeah,
It's like,
sure.
nah, fuck you guys. Here's some basilisks.
But
You
it was-
see the error of his ways. You unintentionally healed them up real good, so they're like, oh, maybe they're not so bad after all.
Yeah,
It all worked out.
it all worked out because we listened to Tavin rather than Austin.
Yeah. You guys suck. No, I'm kidding. No, I love you guys.
Love you too.
I love you too.
Well,
Speaking of love, check out our Patreon.
and
Yeah.
Discord and all that.
Speaking
jazz.
of love, we love
wanna give us-
money. No.
if you want to support us in what we do, that'd be cool. We also have a Discord. If
Yeah.
you want to join.
Yeah.
And check out stuff. We have a schedule where we post stuff every week. Tomorrow is something Lamps running. I've already forgotten what it's called because it's some weird thing. A day with
I know a
Medicine
little bit
Man.
about it.
Tomorrow at 7 Eastern time, maybe? Who knows what
That's
that's
the
about?
plan.
But if you want to see it, tune in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat, for being here. Thanks, players, for being here. And I guess that's goodbye, everybody, unless someone has something else.
No, it's just thank you for being here this time, and thank you for being here next time. Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Goodbye.